What the deal? What's happening?
Hey, you remember on Juice when that nigga still was called GQ Local? Yeah, that nigga was an astronaut. You ain't know about that. Let's get it.
What the deal? What the deal, man? Bad looking this motherfucker, man. And I'm feeling real good. I'm live right now on Local Astronauts, man. Check me out, man. I'm in here with my boy Polly Rod, man. I'm feeling real good because I got good situations and new things and new peoples and new things going on, man.
Life is good.
Life is good, man. You know, I had to. For those who don't know, man, I was on another radio station with doing my thing. Doing my. Well, first of all, let me straighten this out. This is not a radio station.
It's not a radio station.
It's a motherfucking collective of creatives.
Collective of creatives. Say it one more time.
It's a Local Astronauts talk, music, radio is a collective of creatives.
Right.
And I like the sound of that. You know what I mean? And it lets people know off top, look, man, niggas just don't do radio, man. Niggas, they got events going on. They do all kind of shit. They do marketing, branding, all kind of things, you know. And it's pretty much a pretty big thing. You know what I mean? And we'll it's gonna get bigger and better, man. You'll see and hear about it all over the place. And I'm starting pretty early in the game with it, bringing my show over. I had to stop for those who want to know what happened to Bad Luc's Cookout, man. I had to shut it down for a few reasons. First of all, it was a lot. I was dealing with a lot in my life at the time, which was some months ago. Not like a lot has changed, but a couple of things did change. I was dealing with a lot with my life at the time, and it was just a lot. I was doing it most of everything by myself. Don't get me wrong. I had two dope co-hosts who are still my friends today. Shout out to my man Young Dre, who has the Truth Hurts Radio over at Dash Radio.
Right.
And shout out to my homegirl, the Remix, which is these are my real friends. And the Remix is doing beautiful things with assisted home living and helping people get acclimated back into the life after like drugs and being homeless and things like that.
Nice.
She's building homes. Her and her moms have been doing it for years. So, and I love and remodels and does all kind of stuff. So, they A1. It's just I just couldn't take the load on by myself really like I was doing. So I had to shut it down, and I didn't want to bring nobody down in flames with me.
Right.
I was going to start missing shows and episodes going to start dropping, and I didn't want to get down like that, man. So I had to make another move, and I always know I want to do it. You know what I mean? And I want to do radio, so I love talking and shit. For one thing.
You do talk a lot of shit.
I do talk a lot of shit, man. But it's dope though because now I get to. I done hooked up with some cool cats, man, and Polly Rob, I've been knowing you for a while, and what's crazy, my man Badru, who's it's kind of like the whole 6 degree separation thing with him and me and him. Now I didn't know Badru, but I knew of him.
Right.
And all my tight and close knit friends, whether it was high school, my ex lady is one of his good friends, one of his best friends.
Right.
So I would always hear about him. He would do events, and he was always cool, and he really loved them like sisters. No. So it was always love. I just didn't meet him yet. You know what I mean?
Officially.
Yeah. And so
I think that was kind of the same thing for me and you. Like we met a couple of times, but it was like there were people that were around us that we knew.
Yeah.
Like dearly. You know what I'm saying? And it's just over the course of the time. It came to this. You know what I'm saying? We here.
And we here doing this thing, man. And the reason why I brought these two brothers up, my man Polly Rob, my man Local Astronauts, because they the big dogs. You know what I mean? This is their thing, man. I just want to come and contribute as much as I can along with them brothers to make something big and dope and bring this cookout. You know what I mean?
Right.
Cookout is my baby. You know what I mean? And I want just to have the outlet, the free to spread outlet to talk some shit, man, and bring it to the people like I think they want to hear it. A lot of people got podcasts, man. It's not a lot of niggas on the West Coast talking this shit, though.
Right.
You know what I mean? They don't sound like me. They're not talking about shit like me. They don't have the relationships and resources like I do. So I think it's a lot of dope shit I can bring to podcast radio, man. You know what I mean? It's a lot of things going on right now. A lot of things I want to get off my chest since I'm back.
Oh, shit.
You know what I mean? A lot of things I want to talk about, man. First of all, I do want to say this. Don't ever get it twisted. I'm a diehard Laker fan, Laker to the grave. Let me say that.
Off top.
Right? But congratulations to the Golden State Warriors, man. Them boys did an excellent job, man. They put a hurting on the motherfucking Cavs, man.
No congratulations. Fuck that.
First of all, this is me. This is Bad Luck saying this. Congratulations to Golden State Warriors for putting a whooping on their motherfucking asses, the Cavs asses. Shit, and don't get me wrong, it's not like I'm definitely not bandwagon, but like I said, Lake Show to the death. You know what I mean? But I do ride with Cali, though. I can't ride with Cali. You know what I mean? And Steph is a beast. Clay is a beast. Draymond's a beast. All them niggas is beasts. Kevin Durant is the motherfucking beast.
Klay Thompson leaving. He out of here.
However,
he finna go get them coins.
we talking about right now. When is it after you get the ring? As long as after you get the ring, cool. I don't care what nobody do. That's not my team. That's not my team. My team is the motherfucking Lakers.
LeBron will be back. That's all I gotta say.
Let me say this about LeBron, man. First of all, LeBron.
Man. Hey man, no slander. No slander.
No, I'm gonna say this. LeBron is one of the greatest players to ever touch the hardwood, hands down. Pause. Right? Mm-hmm. He's incredible. Right. What I don't like about LeBron, if it's okay if I could talk about that while Polly Rob is in the room. Is that okay with you, my brother?
Yeah, that's cool.
What I don't like about LeBron is when it comes to said killer instinct.
He don't have that. No, he don't have that.
He doesn't have it.
He don't have that.
Or it's so on and off, so fickle, it doesn't really count as you have killer instinct. It's kind of like a nigga back you in the corner so you scared so you might get a shot off. You know what I mean?
See, this is my whole thing about LeBron. Like, I really feel like LeBron is, not only is he playing basketball, but he living. Like, he really living. He feels like he has an opportunity and a chance to be able to not only get championships and get money, but to be able to shift the powers that be just from his little circle of him being able to bring more players on. You know, but before, you know what I mean, you know, a couple little talks, you know, and I don't know, you don't know, we all don't know if you're not in the offices with him, but you can see how vocally, like when LeBron kind of give a shrug on an interview and like, yo, we need more people, that shit happened the minute it happened. So, you know, my whole thing is like, I just really feel like he's just a free form type of cat, man. He fucking doing it all. You know what I'm saying?
Very interesting point, I must say, right? But I would say this. When you're in the court, none of that shit matters.
You're right about that. That
was cool.
That is the only thing with LeBron that I don't like, because it's like, turn it all the way the fuck on and leave it right there.
You can't.
Leave it right there.
You can't because you don't have it.
Right.
You can't. So LeBron, there's no reason you ever be in the fourth quarter. Y'all may be up or down or whatever. Y'all may be down by whatever, and it's 5 minutes left to go. You run it. You get all the way to the paint and kick that ball out. There's no reason.
I believe in that.
Kobe ain't do no shit like that. Jordan did no shit like that.
All I'm saying is that last game, man, Darren Williams need to get shot.
I mean, I don't
straight
know,
up.
I mean, look, man, a lot of people need to get shot. I don't know. The history of basketball, a lot of fuck ups. What I do know is them boys running their ass. You know what I mean? And they were doing great in the beginning, but when it comes to killer instinct, you got to be a finisher. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's no reason him being that fucking good and lose that many times in the finals.
Yeah, I mean, well,
no reason. If you're the god of basketball, people saying you're the greatest to ever touch the court, if they're giving you that title,
well, that's the thing. Everybody else saying that. He's not saying that per se.
He said, quote unquote, I'm the best player in the world.
Well, at the time, yeah, of course.
What do you mean at the time?
At the time.
He's in his prime right now.
Right, but still, I mean, he is. First off, he is. Secondly, it's, you know, it's still, you could be the greatest player in the world at that time. That still don't mean you're going to fucking win.
Listen, because there's not a lot of greatest players in the world that made it to the big dance and didn't take it home.
Well, I mean, he did that. He did that 3 times. He just didn't do it 8 times.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot of losses. At the big dance, that's a lot for you to not bring it home.
Hey, man.
You know what I'm saying?
I just think Barkley mad at him. Like, man,
Barkley mad at everybody.
Shots.
Barkley, big fat ass sellout. He mad at everybody. Fuck Barkley ass. But yeah, man, congrats to them boys, man. They did their thing, man. You know, and so I don't want to stick to basketball all the time. First of all, I'm not a sports nigga. I do want to let niggas know that. I'm not. So when people, my boys getting basketball conversation all the time or football conversation, I sit back, I watch the games as people watch games, stuff like that. But I'm not really a big sports fan. I like rap and food and shit.
My niggas get mad at me because I'm the first nigga to like tap into a nigga life when they talk about stats and shit. I'm like, but that don't matter because that nigga put his homies through college. He's like, that don't mean nothing on the court.
They don't want to score.
That's just me because I'm not really I don't have a team in the NBA. I'm a LeBron fan. I'm gonna keep it 100.
Yeah.
Once Jordan left the Bulls, it was over for me.
You was just a Jordan fan?
I was a Jordan fan.
Oh, okay.
I'm a player fan, so I mean, shit. You know,
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. You know, when it comes to the bandwagon team jumping, is where I usually be talking a little shit. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm not a sports nigga, but you know, I'm a Laker fan though. I've always been a Laker fan. You know what I mean? it is what it is. So I enjoy sports and stuff like that. I like watching good game shit. I wish the series was a better series.
Right.
You know what I mean? Though the Golden State was kicking ass, it wasn't a good series. There wasn't no real games going on. You know what I'm saying? So I wish that definitely could have been better. But fuck all that basketball shit, man. What's up with you, dog?
Shit, man.
Nigga got big shit over here. They don't know. Like I'm waiting for. I know we got Badru show up.
Yeah,
show up in a minute.
he's showing up whenever the fuck he want to show up.
Oh, let me tell you something interesting I seen on. If I can skip subject, if it's okay with you, my brother.
You do whatever you want. It's your show.
I seen some shit on Instagram today, right? I made it. Was it today? I think it was today. Yesterday. Mm-hmm. And it was this stripper had put a post up. Yes, I follow her. You know what I mean? And the post said something something like, it was a post which I really wasn't mad at, but it was the caption I had a problem with. And I don't know if you, let me know if you have a problem. If people live, you listening, let me know if you have a problem with what I had a problem with, or am I tripping? Right.
Right.
The post said something that said like a man's job when dealing with women, right, is to make sure she doesn't need another man.
I seen that.
Right. We're not gonna say who. If it's the same person, I don't know. But you seen that, right?
I seen that.
Okay, which I have no problem with. Right. If that's one of the things, that's not his only fucking job. But as long I get what you're saying. A man's job to make sure. I think it was a
general post because I think I seen it from somebody else.
No,
go ahead.
But from the caption, it wasn't. Right. So it says a man's job is to make sure that a woman doesn't need another man. Mm-hmm. I'm assuming his woman. Right.
Right.
I get that. Okay, that's broad. We can talk about that, break that down, or whatever. That's cool. But the caption said, I'm going to be single forever until a man can help me out enough for me to stop dancing. Until then, I'm about to get this money. So I was like, bitch, is you crazy? Let me say this, man. Look. That's cool. You know, I think she herself got that twisted, the post twisted.
Fast.
You know what I mean? Yes, your man is supposed to make you feel like you don't need another man and vice versa.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yes. If you're with somebody, yes, I dig that. But don't blame him for you made stripping seem like, oh shit, I gotta do something. Right. So you started dancing and then you blamed a man not pulling you out the strip club for it.
Right. You made it seem like it's jail, and he got.
Hey man, it's millions of girls out here doing millions of things. And I look at it, and don't get it twisted. I have no problem with a girl who dances because she wants to dance.
Right.
I also don't have a problem with a girl who dances, but she might not want to dance, but she's paying her way through school.
Yeah, you're right.
I have a problem with a girl who just look. I'm about to get this money. I was down on times I had a kid or whatever the case may be. I'm about to get this money and I have a plan or not, but this is what it is. This is me doing this, though.
Yeah.
The minute you say, I'm dancing because these niggas ain't taking care of me, that's a real fucking problem.
She dancing like it's somebody's fault.
Yeah, you dance like it's somebody's fault. And I'm not rolling with that. Like, you mean, you don't blame the niggas for that. You know what I'm saying? She put it on them. You put it on dude. Don't put that post up, misinterpret the people that put your caption,
right,
which changes the whole shit up. You know what I mean? I'm not with none of that. What you think about that?
Man, my whole thing is like, okay, you chose dancing. Your whole objective, well, I think your whole objective is to get money to find a way out. To get a way out.
Right.
To go.
Or not.
Right. Well,
hers.
It looked like it's from her statement of what she said.
Sounds
but
like
it's like if you're doing stripping and it's not your sole purpose to live and die by the stripping code, it's like you're trying to find a fucking way out. So why should you care if somebody else trying to come help you with your situations? Like, do your fucking shit. Do what the fuck you supposed to do. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the problem. You know what? I'm glad a woman just walked in.
Man, right on motherfucking
How you doing?
time.
And you look good, I must say.
Right on time.
You always look good, though. I must say. This is Melissa, everybody. I'm live right now. Hey. Hey. How you doing?
This might be a pre-stripper outfit. I don't know.
Whoa. So Melissa, if you will, I want to ask you something.
Yes, sir.
And if you cut on one of the mics, we good on the mics, right?
Yeah, well, we good. We live. We going.
Melissa just walked in the building. You know why Melissa walked in the building and jumped on the mic?
Turn it on for
because
me.
You know why she's jumping on the mic? Because we do what the fuck we want here at Local Astronauts.
Is that what it? Okay.
You're on.
Okay.
So look, I was talking about this subject, right? I seen this girl post a post that said, a man's job. Watch the gum on the mic, right?
Okay.
So a man's job is to make sure his woman doesn't need another man, which I have no problem with. Okay. If you think that's fine, right?
That's cute.
It's broad, right? It's right. I get it, right? That's cool. That's obviously our job, and vice versa when you with
correct,
right? So we have no problem with it. But her caption said, "Now, mind you, she's a dancer, stripper,
okay.
Stripper, no, not dancer.
Not dancer. I want to because stripper can be a dancer, but I want to let people know what kind of dancer.
Okay,
right? She could be doing ballet, and life is hard. I don't know, right? So she said her caption was, "I'm going to be single forever." Until a man takes me out of stripping. I'm just what I'm gonna be doing. Basically, it's what she said. I'm gonna be single forever until a nigga come and make me stop stripping.
Girl, you gotta save yourself. First of all, how about you take care of you and be something worthy for a man to come and be a part of? You need to come correct. I really have a problem with women who are always saying a man needs to do this, a man needs to do that. Girl, what do you do? Do you cook? Do you clean? Are you domestic? Do you take care of yourself? Are you a ride or die? Are you supportive? Are you really there for somebody? Do you make your own money? Are you asking for him to pay for you? Do you pay for him? You cannot ask somebody to do for you and you are not willing to do for them. Do unto others as you will have them do unto you. If you don't live by that, then you don't deserve to have anything more than that. So stop having all these expectations.
Right. Now, mind you, that Melissa just pulled up. She didn't know I was in here. She came. She didn't know a show was going on. She walked on in. And I posed her this situation.
She looked like prom night.
And she set fire. She set fire to that motherfucker just now. That she just did.
Man.
You know what I mean?
I wish y'all
Save
could see.
yourself. Anybody.
Yourself.
Period. Across the board. Save yourself. If a guy wants to pull you up out of a situation, that can happen. It happens to females all the time.
But that's some Cinderella shit. And I mean, really, do we all? Who is Prince Charming walking around here like that?
It's like this, which is rare. So I was talking to one of my guys at the barbershop. I'm not going to say the barbershop because I don't want you to pick what barber I was talking to. Right? He said that he knows a girl who owns this med store in L.A. somewhere. Mm-hmm. Right? She has a medicinal marijuana spot. She got that spot. He was in the spot. He noticed that some of the girls that work some of the bud tenders and some of the girls that work in the shop used to work at a certain club in L.A. The dance, a strip club.
Mm-hmm. Right.
He was like, damn, what's going on? I noticed they were all working it. She said, yeah, I used to dance, the owner. I used to dance, and this trick, she said a trick. Mm-hmm. This trick gave me $30K to do whatever with. I went and bought a men's store. I ain't danced ever since.
There you go.
Right?
Fire.
Nigga, I'm not mad at that.
Yes.
Now that rarely happens.
Right.
Where not tricking happens all the damn time, but you know. So what rarely happens is, see, women deal with tricks a lot, especially when it comes to stripping, especially if you're out of town.
Right.
You know what I mean? If you somewhere in Atlanta with somebody blowing up, or you got some trick, nigga, you his favorite, he drop you off 5 stacks, 10 stacks, or you mess with a D-boy, he mess you off 5 stacks, 10 stacks, 10, however it goes, whatever, right?
I don't know that life.
Right. But it happens,
It
right?
does.
You want a D-boy?
I mean, no, and kudos to you if that's your life.
Sure?
But
You don't want a D-boy,
I'm
sure?
good. I'm good.
But what happens is, once you get that, right, you get the 5,000, 10,000. Then what? Because she got 30,000 and opened a store, right? Mm-hmm. We all know that you don't need 30,000 to open a store, right? So what you do with your 5,000 you got, or your 10,000? Did you start anything?
Did you save it?
Do you save anything?
You squandered it. No, you went and got a whole bunch of Louis Vuittons and MCM. You got everything.
Right. You got a closet full of Louboutins
Exactly.
and no business or no trade, none LLC, nothing.
No, because you're waiting for the next stack to come through.
Because you're waiting for the nigga to come do you like that. So that's the problem I had with the post I seen earlier.
As you should. As anybody should. If anybody is really about their business and has something to offer, like, I feel like posts like that, women like that or whatever, make somebody like me ultimately look bad. But guess what? I bet you she got a plethora of niggas that's coming after her. Like I don't have no long line of list of people like that. But it's ironic to me that a person who actually is of quality is a lot harder to find, obviously, like their mate.
You know what it is? It's not that there are a lot harder to find. It's just that accessibility is a lot. Being accessible is one thing. And when I say and then accessible gets tricky because there's accessible like being able to go and move around like you want to move, right? But then there's what I like to call sexually accessible,
Right.
where you know men are visual, and sometimes we don't visually look for a wife yet. So you know, but sometimes niggas ain't walking around like, man,
it's not in our
I gotta
brain.
go find my wifey out here. Like sometimes niggas want pussy.
Right.
A lot of times.
Right.
Well, let's say satisfaction.
Okay.
Pussy. Let's keep it 1,000. Let's keep it 1,000. If I say satisfaction, it's too broad.
Right.
So niggas, and you're not wrong at all.
Right.
No, I know,
But it's
because I know me. I like satisfaction, like, because sometimes I'm like, you can keep your pussy. It's the other elements
But
of
you understand that most
that's just me, for me.
Right.
Right.
So you know it's a rarity though, right?
Right.
So you understand that.
Right.
So
Everybody
I'm
else
thinking
wants
broad
word.
I'm thinking broad for niggas in general.
Right.
A lot. They want pussy. So what happens is, so if you're the good girl, and
Which I am.
you look and you always look good, you always
you.
upkept, you cool girl, socially can talk to anybody,
Yeah.
super dope, right? But then
Okay.
the other girl come in with the ass out, talking about, I don't suck dick, all the time, but shit, whatever, and got the ass out, she doing her thing, she maybe popping it on Polly Rod one time, and she may be flirting with me in the corner or doing something.
No.
Well, our attention is automatically on her.
And-
the reason why, but listen though, the reason why it's on her because right now in this moment, I'm not looking for a wife.
Right.
Niggas want to fuck. So you go with the girl who want to fuck. Whatever. It's a fucked up game, but when we're ready to settle and do what we got to do, we'll do that.
It's not even though like you need to walk around looking to settle, because like even though in my current state I'm not walking around looking to settle, but what most guys don't understand about a person like me, like I'm not prudish or anything like that. I do have some respect for myself, right? Like to some degree. I'm not going to just wild out. Like you say, I'm not going to be that girl that's going to throw my pussy at your face because you walked through the door. However, little do you know that if you had a legit conversation with me and you actually took the time to get to know me and I like you a little bit, like, nigga, you know how a nigga, you just hold my dick right now. Like, nigga, I'm that bitch that'll hold your dick on the couch or whatever, or do whatever you want me to do. You wake up in the morning. You don't have to ask me if I really get down with you, if I really feel for you. You will never want for sex, because when I'm with you and when I'm for you, like, I can't get enough. But you don't know that because you over here messing with this thought who done pass it around to everybody else, but all you had to do was take the time to know me.
Well, you know why? Because, and yeah, you're right, but instant gratification. We talking about today.
Instant.
Well,
Also,
I'm looking
most
for
people are-
long-term
I got it, but see, look, so
gratification.
that's the now. Okay, now here's the thing, right? You are looking to settle. You're not looking to settle, but you are.
Right.
Because
I mean,
look like this. The next guy you fuck with, you don't intend on playing with him.
no.
I'm not trying to just fuck around.
No.
You would date him in hopes of that turn into forever.
You know, I will have to be a little bit more realistic in that and say, like, I don't see situations as forever. I will say that sometimes you can be with somebody and you can be with them for an extended period of time, but they won't turn into forever. It doesn't necessarily pan out to be that way. I'm
Right.
looking for consistency. So it's not so much that I'm looking to lock you down or to marry you, but like if I'm vibing with you and I'm feeling you and you're what I need right now and I'm what you need right now, like I'm so here for that.
Now I dig that, but look, what happens with that is that women tend to feel like, okay, if this is what we're doing, then we're doing this exclusively. And
but see, that's where because if you digging up in these guts, sir, I need you to not be passing that to the masses.
I get it, but niggas are gamblers.
Okay.
Like we're gamblers.
well, nigga,
gamblers.
come over here and lose then.
We're gamblers and we're fucking victims of the flesh.
Free rolling dice.
Okay.
And look, I don't. First of all, I don't speak for all niggas at all.
Of course.
You know what I mean? I just speak for a large, vast majority of niggas in his mind frame.
Right.
Right. And his mind frame is fucked up. Like I understand it. I'm not in it necessarily, but I know it is there. You know what I mean? If I end up being single, I'm gonna jump right over here. I know where it's at.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's that thing. Like sometimes niggas don't feel like dealing, or it's like I had a show. We have another show on local astronauts called Real Matters of the Heart. Shout out to my girl Joy.
Joy,
right?
shout out to Joy.
Joy's incredible, super dope female.
Incredible legs too, but I'm sorry.
Joy, shout out to Joy.
Facts.
Shout out to Joy's legs.
Facts.
But Joy's super dope, right? And we were having a conversation on her podcast about how I feel.
Right.
Me, not anybody else, right? I feel men aren't faithful. They won't be. Now I don't mean they won't be literally. I mean by species. That's not what we want. So I believe that men follow rules in a relationship. If you're in a relationship and you follow rules, if this type of guy follow rules in a relationship, then he won't do whatever. But ask him if he wants to. You know what I mean? Ask him if he think about that shit. Or if he fucking masturbate, who he thinking about? Who he really want to fuck?
Right.
Or if he would fuck baby that's across the street, but he know that he won't weigh it against his wife, but he like, damn, a nigga want to for real.
Right.
Which is almost the same thing. If you go spiritual, if you go biblical, not that I do a lot,
Right.
but if you believe that, then go spiritual and biblical, then yes, if what you think is the same shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's almost if you knew that your wife want to fuck, if you were my wife and I knew you really want to fuck Polly Rob, but you just don't because we're faithful, nigga, I'm pissed. I'm just as mad.
Of course.
No matter what.
No matter what. You don't have to do it.
It's
but I know
the
that's
thought
what
that
you want to do. The same shit. That's what really the thought that counts. That's what really the thought that counts. You know what I'm saying? But it's a fucked up situation. So now niggas play how they play it. Now I'm glad that I'm older to where cats like myself and this mind friend that come from where I come from don't really play a lot when it comes to what we want with chicks.
Right.
Like, we pretty much tell you like, hey, look, I'm on this. I'm not with that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Hopefully we get that back from women. Women love to say, keep it honest. Let me choose for me. Don't steal my choice.
Yes.
Right?
That's real.
Which I get that thing that's your phone right here.
Oh,
Which I get that.
Fuck they talk about.
Polly Rod's phone is going off. But this is how we do a local astronaut, so it ain't nothing. We should keep pushing. But yeah. What the fuck about what I was just talking about?
You were saying that women were saying that let me choose. Like
Let me choose. Don't steal my choice from me.
Yes.
Because if you're the good girl and I'm like, damn, you're a good girl, but I can wait it out and try to fuck still because I bitches, I do whatever.
I mean, I'm sure.
But I want to fuck you bad enough, then we'll wait it out and ruin your life, right?
Yeah, that's
what pretty much what it goes. Right?
That's how
That's
what it is.
Right. That's
You
what
invest the time and then you disappear. You go ghost.
That's so fucked up. You
It's
know what,
so
man?
nice.
And fellas, I don't do this a lot, but let me don't be mad. That's so fucked up. I get it. You know what I mean? I've been that nigga to, wait. You know what I mean? Not too long, but I've been that nigga to wait. But I don't ruin lives, but that's fucked up that it ain't the same after because of what we wanted. And but it's such a terrible thing to fuck with somebody's head like that because once the brain is gone, sometimes it's gone. When we laugh and we say crazy chicks, right? But sometimes we don't understand how crazy your phone again. Sometimes we don't understand how crazy a chick has gone.
Yeah.
You can really go off her motherfucking rockers and
Yes.
man, it ain't, first of all, it ain't natural for no chick to walk into your job, business hours, yell and scream and tear your shit up and don't care who looking.
Right. That's not normal.
That's not normal people shit.
Yeah, but people don't realize, like, guys are always so quick to be like, oh, she crazy. When does anybody stop and say, what happened to her to make her crazy? Exactly. What did somebody do? Because nobody starts off that way. Like, you get pushed to a certain point. So
Yeah, I do.
I ain't even gonna lie, man. I be sucking the shit out that pussy, man. They lose they motherfucking mind.
Okay, but then what do you do? Okay, so if that's the case and you're giving it to me like that and I'm feeling great about myself, like, congratulations, right? Like, head game strong. Okay, then what did you do to make me go up to your job and lose it? Because clearly you did something. I didn't just wake up today and say, oh my God, Polly, where you at? Like, that shit didn't come out of nowhere.
That's all I did. I did that and got...
So you ate my pussy so good that I woke up this morning and was like, nigga, it's 10 o'clock and you should be right next to me.
And I got back to work.
So she's saying,
and they losing their brain.
So what she's saying is...
You did something.
Which was, depending on the female, which is what good head and good dick does. Some females feel like if you fuck them good enough, and I can't speak for you guys, right?
Right.
But I've heard people say it. I heard girls say, I got a lot of homegirls, right? Mm-hmm. You fuck them good enough, eat the pussy good enough, depending on what you do, what you like, what the girl like, whatever. Then nigga, we together. And no, I don't mean that literally.
Yeah, you own like it's
I don't mean
your,
that
like,
literally.
that's my dick.
She's
Yeah,
saying
that's, that's my dick.
She's like, nigga, now I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need that all the time.
Right.
But see, I think
Right.
Okay, so I would say, ooh, this is all the information. But if this is a part of the reason why I want to get to know somebody a little bit and want them to get to know me and kind of understand my thought process and, what my swag is, like how I do what I do, so that you can see if you want to deal with me like that. Because once you crack this open, nigga, you kind of got to commit to hitting this regularly. Like, this ain't going to be some, like, you hit it and, I'm not a hit it and quit it type situation. So all I'm saying is just, can I just talk to you for like 5 minutes so that I know, like, you vibing?
Now, look, nothing's wrong with that. But let me ask you. Me? Not like, to speak for women. I'm talking about
I'm speaking for Melissa, right?
Right? Okay, so.
Always.
So you. So you're pretty much, okay, meet a guy, got to get to know a guy before you do anything crazy sexually, right? Now, I'm talking about now.
Oh, well, yeah, always, actually.
Okay. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
that's fine.
so,
I mean, some girls have some wild days.
Shout, I'm boring.
Right. No, that's not. It's not boring. It's all I want a guy want, right?
Right.
So, all I want what you and him want. I mean,
Well, no. I would say like this. I did meet a guy. I'll tell you, like, in a quick snapshot. I met a guy. I really was vibing with him. We were vibing like really off top. We'd only known each other for like a couple of weeks, but we were really feeling each other. And sexually, like I was extremely attracted to him. And I was like, oh my God. You know, and I talked to like a couple of my friends because everybody knows how I am. Like I'm the good girl, blah, blah, blah. They were like, you know what, Melissa, wild the fuck out. If this is what you want to do, girl, you should go and do it. Enjoy yourself, have fun. You only live once. I was like, YOLO, bitch. So I decided finally I'm going to go. And on this one night, we're sitting on this couch and we're chilling. And I'm like, he was like, I don't know why we not fucking right now. And I looked at him and I said, you know what? I don't know why we not either. Let's go. I took him upstairs. That nigga got undressed in 2.5 seconds. I couldn't even halfway get some leggings off, whatever. Was ready to go, raring to go. We are in the bed. Shit is popping off. And then I say, "Arr!" Like, yo, bro, what's up with that condom though? This nigga tells me, oh, I don't wear condoms. I said, excuse me?
Oh, nigga.
He said, I don't wear condoms.
He didn't even lie. He didn't even lie.
That
He
nigga
said,
said,
I don't do that.
but because he knew I was the good girl, he was like, you ain't really been with nobody. I said, but nigga, what I been?
You have.
Like, you have. So you want to run up in this with that dirty dick, which is what I now call him, is dirty dick. Like, so my friends know him as dirty.
Nigga for that.
Yeah, but then he legit said to me, he was like, well, most girls are on birth control. I was like, but what? Like, what is birth control going to do in this situation? He said we could go to the store right now and get an STD kit. I'm like, nigga, it's so much more to this equation than this going to the store and getting a quick test. That's what I said. Then you could just go get a condom. Like, this is really not that hard.
Hey, look, that nigga right there, he's a dirty nigga. He's a dirty
Listen,
nigga.
that nigga
Like,
is
I did
dirty.
some dirty shit in my life, man, but they get to a point you gotta be like, look, bro.
No.
Look, once you have to question yourself, once you gotta look at yourself in the mirror like, I'm fucking filthy.
You
need to go handle it, dog.
disgusting. Exactly. You're absolutely disgusting. In which case, obviously, like I did not talk to him anymore after that. But low key, I walked away from there, and like the most good girls do, you walk away and be like, well, what did I do wrong? Well, how come? And what for? How? You know, it was a lot. But that situation taught me, okay, again, Melissa, I always say I can't even do wrong right. Like the one time that I'm thinking to myself, you know what? Like caution to the wind, bitch. You can do this.
But
like,
I will say this.
What?
For future references.
Yeah.
Any motherfucking questions, take care of that shit before you unbutton the motherfucking thing.
I know, right? But again, we was in
No. You.
Oh, I know. I'm saying.
That's your.
Listen, you right. You
That's
right.
your motherfucking
You
job.
right. Titties was out.
You're a woman.
Right.
That's your job. Before you kiss me, before you rub the back of my neck, before you do anything like that.
So
how was
get
I
out all
supposed
the
to know that the smallest part of that
Let me tell
entire
you something.
equation?
You are supposed to know.
No, you know
that
now, though.
once a nigga is sexually aroused, all the brain matter and tissue, that shit is
But
out of the window.
what happened was that conversation happened, and we should have sex. Yeah, we should. And then sex. So what happened was they wasn't talking about that beforehand.
No, we did though. But that's
see-
it. Oh no, he kind of. But see, you got to remember, he said you ain't been with nobody. That means we had conversations about my experiences.
I get that,
and,
but I'm talking about the time. But he doesn't know this is going to happen. He don't think this is going to happen tonight. You knew that. Once he said it, was like, okay, tonight is the night.
Yeah,
but it wasn't planned. It was like kind of like a flash thing. But anyway, let me ask you this.
Yes, sir.
Right? Because. And I would want to know the mind frame of your type. When I say your type, we'll get into that.
Oh,
right?
I'm here for it.
But if people, it's okay if I ask this, Melissa, good girl, resident good girl, right?
I'll be
That's what we gonna call it.
Yeah, resident good girl.
I'll be that.
But so if I can go kind of NC-17 is not really X rated, right? But
I'm
I'll
here.
go a little deeper.
Okay.
Kind of not R, but you know. All right. So when it does come to sex,
Yes.
right? So you obviously have been going a while with. I'm not trying to dig. I know it's a lot of people listening,
it's fine.
but it's probably not a lot of people listening. I'm still a new
It's fine.
show, right?
Okay.
So look, so when you do want sex,
Yes.
you don't make a special trip or call. You kind of pretty much just look. I'm not, like some girls like to backtrack to keep their numbers down. I know it sounds crazy,
Okay.
but I get what they're saying, right?
Okay.
And they like to go backwards to keep the numbers down. which
Okay.
it's crazy to me, but I get it. But so what do you do because you? I hear women like to go a long time. Like I went a year and I went 2 years and I went this and that. I'm like, man, what is your body doing? There's only so much playing with yourself you can do. There's only so much, and you can do it forever. I guess
Right.
you can. There, y'all got all kinds of toys. Y'all got all kind of shit going on. But like niggas get to a certain point and they about to go fucking crazy.
Right.
And that your hand ain't doing it. You need to
Right.
put it in something.
Right.
Right. So what is like that? You don't ever make like you don't ever be like, you know what? Fuck it, I have a buddy for that. It may be once a year, but it is
Right.
once a year. Or whatever.
So I'm a little bit different when it comes to that as well, because there are girls who always say, like, if you can't get yours, he can't get you, do all this stuff, whatever. Okay, so I'm really actually not a fan. Like, you see these nails? Like, I'm really actually not a fan of that, because I would say my ushering in of sex was probably not the best experience, and most people, like, the way they lost their virginity wasn't, whatever. Right. So I think depending on the way that you lose it will kind of also be the way that you use it, a little bit later, right? So a little bit more cautiously. But I will say, like, for me, like, I have gone extended periods of time without having sex, and for me, I crave a person. I don't just crave dick. Like, I crave your dick. Like, I don't just want any dick, or like nothing, like no dick will do. Not any dick will do. That's not me.
No,
like, a toy and all that stuff. Like, that's not fun, because to me, it's the anticipation. It's like, it's the breathing. It's like, it's the kissing. It's the smells. It's
But you never just miss that. Like, I mean,
no, I do. That's what I'm saying.
Somebody.
That's what. No, I'm saying that feeling, regardless of the person, the individual or whatever. I'm saying missing that feeling, missing that anticipation. That's what I miss. That's what I want, and that's what I crave. Like that, all the stuff that happens right before, not even foreplay, just all the stuff that happens right before, leading up to it. The moment that it actually goes inside of you, like that shit. All of that, like there's so much more to it, and it's not just this apparatus, like this one little single thing, like what's hugging me, like what's talking to me, what's telling me what to do, like that's not happening, so the shit's not exciting.
So okay,
it's not fun.
So you don't why are you looking like that?
That's not, I want to have fun.
So you never, so sometimes it ain't just, so for you it's not just the dick sometimes.
No, I want the whole thing.
I want you, and that takes time, because you getting with somebody and taking the whole thing, you have to obviously know them. And
that's what exactly. But that's what the whole thing. But even with Dirty Dick, right? Because that's his name right now. So even with Dirty Dick, like all that stuff that transpired prior to that moment, like that we had conversations and like we vibed and like we clicked and he was cool. Everything that happened right before then, like you were feeling it, that like your heart beating and you kind of sweating. You just like, fuck, like I want this to happen. Okay. That like that's a thing, right? But just like I don't know. Again, some girls and they know what to do, and
with all that shit you talking, your pussy better be Never Land Ranch, man.
She's amazing.
You, if it's trash,
let me tell you something. Man, she is really good.
If one of the niggas you fuck with come through and be like, "Hey man, it's just like
it's
trash."
Oh my God!
Like,
no,
you're fired.
She is lovable. Like she is caressable. She is kissable. Like for the right person.
I've never heard anybody talk about pussy in such a kind, cute kind of way.
Oh my God!
Care Bears.
No,
goddamn Care Bears.
I call it like she likes wet hugs. Like that's what her life is here for. Like she likes to hug. Like this is what. Like she cries for you.
Shit in your damn
no, she cries. Oh, I mean, we ain't got that far yet. I'm just saying, like she cries for you, like she weeps for you, like if she's about you, like you make her emotional. She wants that for her life.
If I can,
go for it.
Let me go triple X.
Okay.
First of all,
the nigga said NC-17, and then
let me go triple X. And Melissa knows. First of all, I love her so
I love you so much.
Disrespect would never come with me, right?
Never.
But I will get raunchy, nasty, but all within
I'm here for it because that's real life, right?
Exactly.
It is what it is.
And it's all within guidelines.
It's always in guidelines.
I'll never see you on the street and be like, "Hey, what's up with the?" No, not that nigga, right? So you don't ever just want to be a slut. Like, and because this is the thing with women, which is cool.
Right.
Now, Amber Rose admits it; she just misguides the people with the slut walk thing. She really just want to be a slut,
right?
But she makes you think it's not. That's not what I'm really doing. I'm just expressing my femininity, and no, you want to be a slut. And that's cool. Though she's actually look very good doing it, but it's misleading, right? That's what I think, right? So, I know a lot of girls. Sometimes you just want to be. I've talked to girls to be like, look, sometimes, or your not your fantasy, but. Your fantasy, you might want a train ran on you. Some girls do.
Yeah.
And then their darkest memory, the darkest fantasies, they just like, I want a train, or I want to have sex with a chick,
or like a threesome or something,
or a threesome or whatever. And you know what I mean. So you know, who's walking in? Okay, Badru, so cool. You just in time. So sometimes you don't want to just be a whore. Like sometimes you don't want to just be like.
I will say, Badru's face. I will say this, like, yeah. You tried it? Child, these is just legs. You better just take them and enjoy it.
My boy Badru just walked in, man, right here on the cookout right now, man. What's up with the people? What's your name?
Hi, Ewan.
I know you. I met you. I met you before. Yeah, I'm tripping, man. My memory is terrible, dog.
No,
We in the building now.
I will say this.
Yeah. What's up with
This
that?
is part of the lower side, I guess, of being the good girl, right? Because for all that I am the girl, I didn't choose this life. This shit chose me, right? Like I just. It is what it is, but I will say that sometimes, and I've said it so many times, actually, like I wish I could just do it, because I feel like my life would be just so much easier, right? If I could just go and fuck freely, like I could just meet you and be like, "Ooh, I wonder what that dick do. I wonder what that mouth do. Let me holler at that." Like I would happily be that person if I could be that person. Which, if you recall, Dirty Dick. Let's bring that on back around one time.
Right.
I tried to say, you know what? Let me just do what I do.
But wanting to be that person is one thing,
Right.
But so now I'm in your head, right? I
You are.
want to know what's in your head. Is what I'm saying.
I'm here.
So now I'm in your head. Is that a real thing sometimes? Like, is that a real thought sometimes? Like, sometimes you just want to be like, you know what? I want some dick, or I want to fuck him. Like,
Oh, do I ever look at a person and just want to fuck them?
yeah, yeah.
No.
Is that really real? Is that a real thing?
Yeah, no, I think it is a real thing
They
for
do
a
that
lot
for
of
real?
people, because I think most people are like really into, because I think a lot of girls and stuff are really into like a guy's like body type. Like they see a physicality and they see some muscle man and be one, they want to fuck him. But see, I'm not that person. Like, I'm sorry, but it doesn't matter to me what you look like. If your vibe is right, like I will fuck the shit out of you. Like I will do. God help you. Like I always say, the man that ends up with me, God help you. And it's not going to be because you're like 6. I'm 5'9" and I wear heels. You're so fucking stupid. I'm 5'9" and I wear heels all the time. Like you would think I want some nigga that's like 6'5" or blah, blah, blah. Like I don't care about none of that shit. You are who you are. I am attracted to you as a person. And it ain't got shit to do with what you look like, blah, blah, blah. So I need to know you just a little bit.
So let me. So if we, I want to know what Badru thinks about that.
Clearly, because
okay,
Badru, you are so not here for this.
I want to know
moment.
that. So that whole thing she just went on, right?
You know what? I even heard it driving in.
Okay, and congratulations.
So first, I'm not even going to go on my own understanding. We're going to quote Socrates, which is self-praise is not praise at all, right? Because this is all our own thoughts about ourselves. Like we a little biased,
Give
right?
it to him one
So-
more time, big dog. Give him to him one more time.
Right. And
Right.
with everything that you said, I don't know about you, but I heard every single word of that before from other women, right?
I'm
That I
sure.
pray for the man who ends up with me in this fire-ass vagina.
I didn't say
First
that.
of all, hold on.
I didn't say
because
that.
You said the wet hugs of your vagina. I heard all that
Oh yeah, she
before
likes
you
wet
came.
hugs.
That did happen.
That's
That,
it.
So-
that happened. That was real.
This is true.
One,
She does.
based on what you said you've been doing, you don't got the hours to be that good at the game. You don't got. You
You're
ain't put
right.
enough hours.
Oh, but-
so no, you're not. No.
But did I say that I'm tossing it back like that? Did I say that?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't though. Oh, but I didn't.
Oh.
But I didn't, because she's very good with her words, because she uses them very wisely, sir.
What did she say?
And never once did I say, he asked me, was the pussy good? And I said, yes.
And
I
then what
said,
else you
she's
say?
great. I said, she's here for the wet hugs and quality time, all that
There was
shit.
a lot
Like,
of
yeah.
adjectives when I drove in.
Oh, there was a lot of what?
There's a lot of adjectives.
Let
You
me
was
tell you
talking a lot
something.
about
Let me
it.
tell you something. With the wet hugs and everything,
now I'm
I
not talking
never
about
said
you.
I will ride your dick until the sun comes. Like, I never
Right,
told you
right.
that
It
I would
just
toss it
felt
back
like
and make
that.
you come. And, huh?
It just felt like that.
Okay, but you know what?
But you know what? Before you take it personal, because I want to go to the bigger statement of
Go
saying
for
that other
it.
women have said that, which is like, you got all these women who, okay, you got the women who don't want to be slut shamed, right?
Right.
They the ones who like, I'm using my vagina as I please, like a man does,
Right.
Right.
and I don't want to be judged for it.
Power to them.
Okay, cool. I hear you. Then you got the other ones who are like, oh, I don't do all that. You can't do this. Dirty dick niggas. Da 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 da.
Nigga,
Right?
condoms
And they more
are
you're a little bit more selective, right? You're a little bit more selective, and you got a couple more hoops people got to jump through to get to the
Just a couple
right,
more, yes.
whatever it is, 1,000 more, however many
Sure.
more.
Right.
I get all that. But the woman who's saying she out there using her pussy like a man uses his dick, with her little banter can come the patting on the back of her vagina. Now, the bad part about being the good girl is that you can't be good at something without practice.
I received that.
So, and that one, but I was with this one dude and we fucked 1,000 times.
Right.
Okay, but no.
Right.
But see, you read into that because I didn't say
That's
that.
like
and would be
playing
the
at one
first-
park.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you got to hit some parks to kind of know. You got to hit some parks to know what game is about. Like, if you
True.
you could have played all in LA. You could have played at Rogers every day and been the man at Rogers. But
True.
there's the Rutgers. There's
Right.
Venice.
Yeah.
You know, it's something 2 bars. Some of
Yeah.
these women who kind of extra.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
They throwing that thing. So all I just had to say.
So,
you know.
But
is it fair to say, with more miles comes a better vag? Is it okay?
Possibly.
Because because people say she got miles on her pussy, right? Like
Right.
it's a bad thing. But I always heard that sounds like practice, sounds like good work.
No miles,
Practice,
no meat.
to practice makes
No
perfect.
miles, no me.
You a fuck
But
with a
wait
virgin?
though.
No, not at all.
See what I'm saying?
No,
But
no.
look though. But wait.
You see how
Says it
unattractive
all.
I was when you said that? I was turned all the way off.
You
said
really
it.
did.
You didn't even wait.
Just like you didn't even wait. Like you didn't even skip a beat
You
or
didn't finish.
nothing.
No,
You was like, no.
She might as well be a boy.
Right, but see, here's the thing, though. I never said.
But we're
here
not going about
it's-
you. I'm just talking
no.
about generalities now.
Okay, I was gonna say because I was like, I'm not the one who will ever go out and
Right.
brag on my. I don't do that. Like
Okay,
that's.
so can
I'm
let me,
honest.
Let me ask you now: is your pussy good?
She's still good.
So
Why would
is
I
that
lie?
what you're saying? That's what you mean, right?
Because I
could be
said she's
good.
good.
Okay, right.
But
I
that's
just-
all I
okay,
said,
okay.
though, is it not?
Right,
That's
okay.
all I said. I
Okay.
never
Okay.
said that I was out here turning tricks and doing backflips because I won't lie on my pussy either.
Right,
So
right,
that's
right.
another thing I won't do.
Right.
But all I'm saying when it comes
Let me
to
ask you this though.
Yes, sir.
Do you want your pussy to be great?
Nigga, I wanted the shit to be magnificent.
Let me tell you how you start.
Like how?
I don't know. No, actually, I'm about to jump out of my.
But I looked up, but I was like,
I
but did you
wasn't
see my
gonna do
face?
that.
Like,
Yeah.
how? Like, teach me.
It's the same answer for everything in the world. Practice.
Practice. But look though, can I tell you something real shit? It's not
Please.
that I'm not trying to deprive anybody of this, right?
It sounds like you are.
No, it's not deprivation. It's not like that at all. All I'm saying is I literally have one main criterion when it comes to what I want. Can I just trust you though? Because
Right,
remember,
right.
I talked about the ushering in and my
Right,
personal
right.
experience that I
Right.
didn't even really get into like that.
Right.
But all I'm saying is that my situation says that I just might need to know you a little bit
Right.
before I can let you go ham, do you, it's whatever, right?
Right.
Why is that too much to ask for?
It's not too much to ask, but this is what I'm saying. Sometimes, remember the conversation shifted from good girl, good pussy, we got
True
that,
story.
right? To sometimes women just want to be a slut, right?
Yes, I would like that.
It's fair, right?
That's
Sometimes
nice.
it's maybe a fantasy,
they
maybe a
should.
real thing, right?
Right.
The free-minded woman should
Yeah,
want to.
it's right.
Right.
I mean, millennials should want to.
Right.
With all the music and everything, the new millennials should want that. Anyway,
Right.
look. So we're talking about you being that. So sometimes it's just like you don't want. Sometimes I don't want the trust. Like when I was out here wilding, I'm watching now.
Oh,
Team
okay.
watch now, right? When I was out here wilding, like sometimes I'll be like, look, man, what turns me on is not knowing none of that shit. Sometimes you just want to straight up fuck.
Right.
Sometimes it's just the carnal. That's deep. Carnal.
Yeah,
You can use that too, whatever you got, whatever you got.
write that shit down.
You use that. Go ahead and throw that out there. So just that carnal, that fucking, that, you know what I mean? That real shit, that
Right.
raw shit of just that not knowing somebody and fucking, and y'all get it all out, and then that's it. That's what it is. Or you go back, depending on how y'all get out of
Right.
it. What it is, but you don't ever just be like, yo, dick. It don't got to be attached to a
Right.
nigga, a certain type.
Right.
Sometimes your body just craves that feeling inside of you.
Let me say this. I won't say never. I will never. I'm just saying currently I have never. But when the opportunity extends itself, I will be more than happy to be like, hey, look, let me tell you about this nigga I met. Like,
Right. I thought I was about to go to Lucc, but that was
No.
that was something else. That's another show.
I'm just saying, like, I'm not saying that it may never happen,
Right,
but
right,
I'm
right.
saying to date, it has not happened because the one time that I tried to let it happen to actually be like,
Dirty
you know
Dick.
what, but then Dirty Dick came in and I
Okay.
was like, fuck, I can't even do wrong, right? Like,
You wasn't ready to hit the crap tape. You didn't want to gamble.
I want to live. Like, can I live? Like that was.
Definitely.
I don't feel like that would have been
I think
living.
you would have lived. I mean-
Condom free.
I definitely think you would have lived. It's just maybe if the rarity of something bad happens, right? And I'm not talking about like chlamydia, which is
Right.
that's the common code of STDs. We're not talking about
Right.
that. We're talking about like real shit. Like, I mean, it was just maybe shortened up, or maybe just a pill or a shot. But other than that, you know, it would have been a good time turned bad, and you could talk about it and laugh like, remember the time I got burnt at that one time? And,
Ooh,
you know,
yeah.
It happens to the best of us, not me.
see my
It
face?
happens to the best of us, not me. I never got burnt before.
Good for you.
You know,
I would
yeah,
like to
yeah,
continue to
definitely.
stay unburnt.
But
though.
chlamydia is
That's just
nothing.
the
You can
thing.
take chlamydia. That's nothing. That's like.
I mean, but that all was kind of all inclusive. Like I really don't want my candy
chlamydia don't really show no
burning.
signs and nothing like that. So you can do that. And then
Oh, but that's even worse though because you don't even know you got it and you over
know,
there
but you-
burning. But that's.
But when are y'all gonna get
That
checked
nigga
up?
said it like
I mean,
it's
this shit
scrape on the
is
ground.
tainted.
Like,
Like
what
she
if
is
he just burned his
scared.
knee?
Like you are. Listen, for all that I have been,
I'm totally trying to talk her
may
into some
have been
bullshit right
open
now.
to it. I'm low key scared now. What?
No. But what I'm saying, look, I'm saying this. Like sometimes in our wild lives, I don't know if you still live the wild life. I'm low key. I'm low key
Roger?
washed. right? I'm cut retired, but I still go to the game.
I haven't.
Okay, that's okay. That's good. I'm low key retired, but I still go to the games.
I receive that.
You know, so sometimes, or my days, whatever. Sometimes you just want to be like, man, you sure you don't need your pussy? You don't need that? Like
Nobody's and nobody's ever.
Right. I know,
before.
but so sometimes you don't feel like that. You just be like, want to look at a nigga, and can't say what you would say, but I'm saying.
But again, it's all about
You
meeting
haven't
that
experienced
person.
that yet.
Yes, because I have friends.
Now let me tell you what that tells me.
Ooh, go ahead.
If that's okay with you.
You know what?
And this isn't a read. I know you ladies have to use that word nowadays, right?
You tried it.
This
but
isn't
okay.
a read. This is not a read, right? You haven't really done anything. And I don't mean that in your life.
Oh, I know.
Right? I just mean when it comes to sexual play,
Yes.
your body tends to need things as it's pleasured, right? It happens throughout time, right? And then depending on how good it was, your body craves it like crack, right?
Yes.
I don't mean like you'll do anything. I mean, but sometimes people will,
A little bit.
right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you've been fucked good enough, long enough, strong enough, and for a lot of times,
Right.
like your body tends to crave it sometime,
Right.
naturally.
She
right?
has not had
But
that
I
yet.
literally
She's been
said
trying to
yes.
tell
Got it.
everybody in the room. She has
That's
not
what I'm
had
saying.
that
So what
yet.
I'm trying to do is fast track her.
Oh.
I'm fucking with you.
I was like, okay. I mean, go ahead.
Not to be want to know, when it comes to girls who are quote unquote, and I don't mean this like funny, I just mean quote
Of
unquote
course.
good girls. I be wanting to know like what's going on in that? What made you a good girl, especially in these days and times.
Good for what?
Oh, you
for
tried
what?
it.
That's the
Nigga, good for life.
But hear him out.
I say that because relationships.
Right.
You go through a lot of them with the
No.
goal of ending up in one. Whoever,
Right.
a lot is a
I see what you
relative,
mean.
right? It's all about ending up with one. So really, like I always tell my friends when they going through shit, they like, it seems like niggas ain't shit. I'm like, you playing a game that's meant for you to only win once if you do it right.
Right.
Right? So
I like that.
all the other fuck shit that happened is part of it, right? So it's like shooting threes.
Right.
They ain't made to make every one.
Right.
It just ain't none of
Right.
that. You feel what I'm saying? So if it's all about this one and you want that one to, hopefully have everything he want in you, you get to him, you want experience, man who da-da-da, and then you come and it's just like, you don't have no experience. And when you in your 20s, it's like, oh, I'm about to put her on. You still learning, thinking you're going to put somebody on. When you in your early 30s, you might even be tickled by that. But at a certain time, you be like, man, you'll take this weak-ass pussy. Fuck! Okay, you fuck like that. Women always talking about men and this 2-minute brother thing, but I'm on the like minute maids. I don't fuck with those. You know what I mean? Like, damn, you already nutted, and you don't have no renut button. Like, enthusiasm. Some of them dry out. You feel what I'm saying?
Facts.
So you gotta figure out like if you what position you play, what your strong points are. Like you need to
Right.
get into like having a life while it's still.
Oh my God.
Not saying that's all of a life, but you're gonna. Balance is important, right?
Balance is important.
Okay, you're not gonna kind of
Especially
feed your
when you're on top.
mind. You're not gonna
Right.
kind of work out and think you're taking it serious. You're not gonna kind of get intelligent for a man and be like, well, I want to be a good woman to you. I'm smart. I try not to read too much. But what we valuing? You know what I mean?
Right,
Like the
right.
final man and what he gonna want. That he wants you to have lived your life. So when you get to me, we don't gotta. I know you know what good dick is because you didn't had dick. So let's get out of this 4-dick thing that y'all start lying
But
about
I'm
every time
actually
y'all get past
really
that.
confused by that, and I think that's the thing that kind of baffles me a little bit is like how that is a real thing that in your
Because-
mind, like you want me to have had so many people run through me before I
I'm gonna
get
tell
to
you why.
You
It's
make it
hard to
sound so
take.
harsh when you
I'ma
say it
tell
like
you-
that, though.
I'ma
Wait,
tell- because
it
that's
is
how
on
they
my
seeing
side
it.
because
So-
that's what it
And the reason
seems
why
like.
you're seeing that is
She used the
because
term run through.
the way society is, it got the women hyped up on everything got to be factored through your vagina.
It does.
No, in a way, because
Yeah.
look, they judging you if you don't have kids
Right.
out of your vagina.
Right.
They judging you if you're not married.
Right.
Like literally, we know English language.
Right.
If there's an S after a word, there is something. It means owner or plural.
Right.
Right. Right.
Right.
So Mrs. is what it is. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, or they judging how many people you fucked or didn't fuck. Right. That's all on y'all head. Us, they feeding us, nigga. Get money and have every fucking thing you want.
Yeah.
If you get your money up, just go have what you want. You could be hef,
Yeah.
you could be whoop,
Facts.
whoop, whoop. But they got y'all on the fuck shit. when the richest, most successful bitch got the ghettoest name and a side nigga her whole career.
Right.
No marriage, no button, none of that.
This is the truest of the truth.
You feel what I'm saying? So I'm saying the reason why you hear it harsh is because you got to factor the purity of who you are through your vagina, and we don't got to do that.
See, but you're making assumptions that is how
I'm just
I
saying
feel.
the overall society how it is.
And I understand
it may not
that-
give you room to have personal thoughts.
No, but see, regardless of what society extends for me, I'm going to have my thoughts however that I'm going to have them. Like, this is
Right.
my thought process is
so
not
you
contingent
think.
upon someone else's or what society's says it should be. Like, this is Melissa's thought process because I'm Melissa and I only know me. I don't have other people to have these conversations with to have this perspective or anything. So this didn't come from anybody but my own experience. And yes, it is unfortunate that I have not been around the block as much as I may have even liked to, because to me, low key, even though I'm sitting here telling with y'all because I mean y'all are my people, it's whatever. I realize it's going out to the masses, but it's embarrassing to me. I'm not even going to front. Like, when I have to tell somebody that no, I haven't been with that many people, having that conversation, it low key, it makes me feel lame.
Why?
Because it is my truth. And I wish, like you said, when you said, do you ever just wish that you could? Yes, I wish I did have the mindset that was a little bit more free, that I could just be like, you know what, today is fucking Tuesday. Let me get some dick. Let me go. But I'm just not.
You know the thing, though?
Melissa.
I'm just not that person.
The thing that you got to do is you got to stand tall on what you want. See, no matter what you do, no matter what I'm talking about, no matter what he's talking about,
No.
you have to live with this, right?
Right.
You got to stand tall on whatever you want. Because me, I'm going to stand tall. I'm crazy as fuck.
Right.
My brain's all over the place, right? I just know how to carry this shit to it look like it's under control. Right? It really isn't. I'm fucked up, right?
Right.
So, but whatever you on, you got to stand tall on it. Now, me, so I used to live a life that was a little different. So I vicariously love to live through my friends.
Right.
Right? Whether it's Snapchat, Instagram, whether it's some stories, you did what in Cancun, nigga?
Right.
Don't fucking say my name. Don't say my name.
Right. Whatever it is, I like to live vicariously through my friends. So even talking to you about sex, it's interesting to me because I don't talk to. I'm a East Side Watts nigga. I wasn't raised with no good girls, none. Even all my friends, or none of them was good girls. I don't mean
Shout out to all the homegirls growing up.
Right. So and when I say that, I mean like they own it. They like, no nigga, I was on this.
Right.
Now it's funny now because my homegirls growing up now. Now they're getting into their 30s, mid 30s, late 30s,
Right.
and now they like, I'm not with none of that shit. But we was on some other shit.
Right.
So when I do meet somebody who's a quote unquote good girl, like in Hamilton, when I was in Hamilton, that's when I met good girls. And I'm like, you ain't did what? Or you know, such fucking with such a nigga. I'm like, that ain't what y'all do? Like, I'm thinking that's my homegirl do that all the time. Like,
Right.
she fuck with this nigga all the time. Like,
Hamilton was such a misconception.
Right,
It was
right.
all fucking rats, all of them.
Yeah, but see, like, it's a rat on the west side, especially going to Culver City,
different.
from the east side rat.
Right.
Way different. They
Right.
cover that shit up well, right?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, but so what I'm telling you is not toying. It really interested me. Like, okay, yes, you are a certain kind of way you say.
Right.
I want to know. Hopefully you keep it honest. Like,
Of course.
really, what's going on in your head? Because in my head,
Yes.
I'll be on some other shit. So I'm like, when I ask you, like, yo, because naturally, if you've had sex or something, like,
Right.
or your body gets to a certain point where you get horny.
Right.
It happens. I know some people hate the word horny. I don't know who does.
Right.
So I just said it to really just get it out, right?
Okay.
But so your body craves certain shit. And I'm like, damn, your body don't never crave dick. And is everything so deep? Like, to me, that's like, it's like,
We see it does.
yeah, you know what I mean? And I just want to know that just fascinates me because I'm just like, yo, I know I've been at the house and been like, nigga just need some pussy.
Right.
Like, a nigga just, I'm about to blindly scroll through this phone and see where I can
Facts.
find it, like
Right.
before. Like, you know what I mean? So
Facts.
I'll be wanting to know with girls. I know sometimes, like I said, you know, sometimes they don't like to get the numbers up so they'll go back instead
Right.
of going forward, right? You know what I mean? You know, they go, you know, but the numbers is what they are. You know what I
Right,
mean? But so I want to know, do you do that or whatever? So it just interests me, like the good girl. I'm like, what is that? Especially nowadays, like, because even your generation it's rarity in your generation. You're younger,
Right.
like.
But it's frustrating. I think that's the thing that people don't understand is like people see me and they make a lot of assumptions about me. Like most people think like I'm stuck up or she's just so into herself or you can't even touch that or whatever. Like if you talk to me, if you get to know me, which you guys all have, and you know like I'm
don't
hella
fucking know
chill,
you.
I'm real cool, I'm amazing, whatever. But
no, you ain't.
I
I don't fucking know
mean,
you.
shut the fuck up. But the whole point is like I'm not who people think I am, and even this seemingly this platform. about me being a good girl. It's not what I want. It's not what I ever asked for myself. I didn't grow up and say, oh my God, well, low key I kind of did, but not really say this is the way that I'm going to be. Like, I wish that I had more of a story. I wish that I had lived more of a certain situation or whatever, but for whatever reason, that's not how shit has played out for me. And it is a little bit frustrating. I'm not gonna lie, but yes, it does low key make me feel lame, but I'm proud of me. I feel good about me. I take care of me. I handle mine. Nobody does for me. My own money, my own everything. No nigga ain't never paid my bills. Nobody has ever done anything. Like, Miss Independent, but again, not because I wanted to be, but it was because that's what the situation has posed for it to be.
Now here's the real thing.
I don't want to go too far off into we are still
no, but I'm just saying, like, no, sex.
Still filthy. I don't
no, you okay? You know what? I'm so sorry, but I'm saying I don't want to be.
Now, real
I don't
quick.
want to be.
She gonna suck around them dick within the
That
next
she
few
won't
months.
do. Yes,
Now,
Polly.
now here's the real thing. Just
Yes,
so we can get off this. Here's the real thing, Melissa. You are at total recall. Everything that you've been living for the past 20 years has been a lie.
Okay.
Your real name is Sasha.
Ooh.
You're really a slut dirt dog.
Okay.
And you do your thing. All of this is a lie. Complete lie.
Well, shit,
okay?
I'm gonna get some dick tonight.
So when you take this pill that I'm gonna give you,
Okay.
you're gonna wake up and you're gonna do all the nasty, disgusting shit that you usually do.
So this was temporary. This conversation, I walked into some other world and I was Melissa, but now I'm Sasha.
I'm just fucking with you.
You know
I'm
what I
just
mean?
fucking with you.
Let me put a segue here because it's my show and that's where I put segues. So we're gonna change the conversation. Not really though, right? So when is porn too much? So this is where I'm going with this, right? I was talking to a young kid. We was joking about some shit and some porn shit. He talking about my boy hit me up talking about his favorite website is down. We in the group chat. He was joking about porn shit, right? And I'm like, damn, like it's down. Like what does that mean? And I'm thinking to myself, like, nigga, porn ain't never down. I know 100 sites in my head, right? So I'm like, but I got to thinking what's so crazy about it is that it's so accessible. Porn in general. And it's kind of fucked up because when I was young, you know, I had to find my dad tapes.
Right.
Then I had to watch it, jack off, and wind it back to the spot he left it at, put it back under there, and put the shit over there, and never get caught. Right? Even though I got caught one time, I went to sleep and the porn was up to the snow came on at the end of the VHS. All fucked up. Mom whipped my ass, all kind of bad shit went on. But look, but porn nowadays, look, it's so accessible, whether on your phone, all these websites, everything's free, that it kind of desensitizes you from shit. Like nigga, I've literally seen almost so many things that nothing is like, damn, that's crazy. Like I'd be like, oh yeah, and I know the nigga on the or the girl on the shit. Like,
Let me now. I'll be having that.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh shit, or I seen this one.
I want
like, or that. Like,
yeah, I want to ask you this as a dude who you know been on the road and all that. But I do want to say you will see some of the if you're from LA and you talk to somebody and they got a little attitude and you don't know what it is. Sometimes they did a porn,
right?
And they think that's why you coming up to them. But
that's killer.
Yeah. But one thing, okay, so you're talking about how porn now is so accessible, right?
Yeah.
And how like if you young, whatever, you know, you could just porn.
You it's kind of teaching you because we have no more. Think about it. We have not us, but the generation under. They don't learn. They learn sex from all this. The music, social media. We didn't have none of that shit. We had to talk to motherfuckers.
Right.
We had to listen to our big homies lie, all kind of shit.
But wait, let me get you this. I got to see how you feel about this. So it's accessible. Whatever, like you feel about that, and as a society, you know, and I'm like in America, it's more accessible. So the first time I went on the road and went overseas on the road. I was like, yo, they got porn on at 7 o'clock on like regular shit.
Commercials.
Like certain channels just start flipping over to porn at 7 o'clock.
I have,
and when I was talking to people about it, they I'm like I know kid time growing up to stop watching TV was 8, 9.
Right.
So they like, no, we don't feel like that about this shit.
Right.
Like we've been had porn as a part of the fuck.
And you know what the difference is? Is they been had it. See, America's so fucked up. Everything we do is fucked up. The food we take in, the shit we put out, and we're still the influencers of the world, somewhat, right? So what happens is that, like, the kids here nowadays, whatever, they everything they learn is straight up from social media, the phone, or whatever. They're not talking to nobody.
Right.
They learn how to fucking eat pussy, fuck, doggies down, anal. You know, niggas don't even talk about condoms no more, which is crazy. Nigga, you rarely see condom commercials, right? They're not. It's not even being promoted anymore. Niggas just fucking. right?
They find it out online.
They find it out online.
My nephew, I checked his search history and it said how to fuck bitches.
Oh.
My nigga.
Googled. You
Shit like
Googled
that
it.
has
You didn't
happened.
ask me.
Right, exactly. Because he don't because we don't have those conversations.
Right.
So now, when I ask is porn too much, or whatever. So in different countries, they're born with that. Like it's kind of like
Born with porn.
second nature. Born porn. Let's go. That needs to be a show title. Born with porn. But but here it's like they're learning it now. Like if you talk about websites and you on this and you do that, and it's kind of like I fuck with that. So now that lets people know. First of all, it's still new to niggas. It's still fairly new to niggas, right? Porn, whatever. But nowadays, it's like, man, what excites you? Used to be excited about certain things,
right?
It's like doing drugs. Like you know what I mean? Nowadays, you got a song that's drilling Molly and Percocet in your head all day long. That becomes the norm. Now it's like the norm drug and whatever else it is, and it desensitizes you. I know what Molly and Percocet was doing to me. Right? And fucking me up and making me a fucking zombie, fucking bitches for hours, no nut. I'm not satisfied. She dead. Whatever. whatever. You know what I mean? Like, but what really happened there? Did I really experience that the next day? Was it cool? Like, you know what I mean?
Yes.
No.
Okay.
No, I mean, like, but
I
it was
still say yes.
Yes.
right.
Yes, it was.
So, but sometimes it was a blur. Like, well, first of all, the worst thing I hate doing is fuck for hours and not nothing.
Right.
That's the worst shit ever in life.
I mean, the shit start chafing after a while. Like it just, what are you doing?
It depends on what you want to. But that's a whole other thing, though.
Okay.
That's not a good girl thing. So that's a whole other
Sorry.
thing. Whatever. But you understand what I'm saying? It's just like now it's just kind of like a free for all. Nothing sacred. Nothing. Nothing. You don't really grow up with nothing. You kind of just. Here, okay, you're born in this world. Here's everything.
Right.
Like, here's literally everything. Websites, porn, how to drive, gang shit. You see people get murdered on TV.
Right.
Here, everything's here. And then, so you grow up a certain kind of way. You grow up different. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
And with America, so we're watching now how it's kind of...
We're setting unrealistic expectations. When you have porn and you see how everybody is wilding and carrying on or whatever, like new niggas think like that's what you're supposed to do because that's what the girl in the porn does, or this is what the guy in the porn does.
Girls
like,
too.
on both sides.
Right.
Like, yeah, your dick is supposed to be this big because that nigga pumped it up before he came into this scene, and you know what I mean? Like, it's unrealistic expectations. Like, I don't know. It is a bit excessive. Like, that's kind of almost kind of scary too, because then you're supposed to know everything. Like you're saying, you're almost supposed to know everything from the very beginning, and you ain't even halfway. That's kind of like did nothing.
It's kind of like that. So right, the unrealistic expectations is kind of like where that goes with porn, right? So, okay, first of all, you have to fuck for hours, right?
Yes.
It's not a real thing, right? You gotta have a fucking 10, 11-inch dick. That's not really a real thing. That's a rarity too, right? Every chick has to look like this.
Yes.
Right? Or sound like this. Or every chick gotta be and every chick fuck women and every chick does I mean all the things that come with that. Right? It's just like music. Right? So in music, if every nigga talking about, get you a nigga with some money, your nigga's a bum. And your niggas out here hard working ass nigga, he just not balling.
Right.
He's really a bum now because they listening to the music who telling them they niggas a bum. Like every girl needs the Louboutins. Look, they told Kendrick he wasn't rich because he bought his sister a fucking 2017 Camry.
Right.
That's the generation we're in now, my nigga. They said this nigga must be broke because he bought his little sister who just graduated high school a brand new 2006.
But why should she have a Mercedes or a BMW? Like, if this is her first car, why would you give her something so grand? Like, what do you have to build up to? And nobody has anything to build up to anymore. There's unrealistic expectations.
And then somebody I was talking to, who was I talking to? I was at the barbershop. They were saying how T.I. bought his, I think, son, that new Hellcat. He cracked the motherfucking total.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Like, that's what happens when you spend $80,000-$90,000 on a kid who don't even fucking drive.
Right.
His first car is a fucking Hellcat. Like, why would you know what I mean? Yep. Buy the fucking Toyota. That's nothing easy, manageable. And she ain't gonna go. First of all, she gonna get her first tickets and accidents in that motherfucker. So why would you buy her a fucking Porsche truck or a Lambo out the gate? You know what I'm saying?
You talking to the wrong. Like, I'm like, I can't wait till this part is over.
I agree with you. Know what? I'm gonna say this.
Real shit. I try to, let people get what they want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And make life like that. But when it was time for my son to turn to get a car, I'm like, yo, get that young bucket. Get that little scraper. And you know what I mean? Because you're gonna have some dings, man. Get your own car. Like, or I'll help you on the second one when you know what you're doing.
Right.
He's sliding. He doing all this shit behind my back with his mom. Still my money involved. You know what I mean? But I come back. Oh, let me show you my whip. He got a white CLK.
Whoa.
I'm like, dude, what the fuck?
You don't even know what to do with
1 month. 1 month.
Damn.
Get a call from Cedars. We just successfully removed your son's spleen. Come get him.
Oh wow.
Nigga, you don't need that call.
Oh my
Not
God.
And you gonna feel guilty, of course. Then what? Moms feel guilty.
Right.
You put him in a motherfucking high performance vehicle when
Right.
he ain't a high performance driver.
Right.
Not at all.
He's not even an experienced driver.
Right.
Right.
Put that nigga in something that say that don't go 0 to
They make
6
you work for
in
it.
6.7 seconds at least.
Because he gonna max it out, as kids do.
Right.
Are we
You know what I'm saying?
are we allowed to smoke weed on your show? Because we smoke weed on shows. You know?
Yeah, I definitely. My man was here earlier supposed to crack, but I put him in another room. I don't really deal with crack, so.
Listen,
shit.
this is a crack-free environment.
The green was implied.
No.
You said it again. I'm like, green crack?
No, because we gotta you gotta put it out there. You gotta say what you
No,
what you
fuck
want.
No, definitely we can light up, man. That's why I was telling earlier, man, why I made my move. You know what I mean? And you know, just I didn't bag talk anybody. Obviously, I'm not a bad talking brother. I don't burn no bridges.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm just saying how it made sense that you know I come over here to local astronauts where you know they can be me. You know what I mean? And get down with some brothers who own what I'm on, and we at the same. And we talked about how I mean I must admit I did kind of come up with this, but it is what it is. I was saying so probably Rob, but what you call local astronauts, right? Because it's not a radio station, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
He said, you know, he was saying, you know, it's just, you know, he was saying what he said. He didn't say radio station. He was, you know, it's a network of different things, and we do this and that and whatever, which is cool because let people know, no, yeah, niggas do radio, but it's not only radio.
No, it's
they
not.
do events, you know, other shit going on. You do branding and marketing and stuff like that. And,
Right.
yeah, different kind of content, right? Viral content, all kind of things, right? Logos and shit, design, graphic design, all that, right? So, you know, I said, oh, okay, so it's basically a collective of creatives, right?
Yes. Yes.
I just dropped it like I dropped it earlier. That's how I dropped it earlier.
You did that.
It was smooth though. How I
Yeah,
just
you
did
did
it.
though.
I did it in
Yeah.
conversation,
I
then
wasn't
dropped
even
it,
ready though. Like
and
you
then
did
just
as
backed
a
up off of it.
collection of
Yeah,
creative.
no,
Yeah,
it-
they just
It's
did.
basically a collective of creatives.
Yes, you did that.
Exactly.
That's how I dropped
You
it
did
earlier.
that.
And I like that because it explains so much more, you know, and as far as what I want to do, it explains so much more. Like if I can, well, this is my show, so it wouldn't be a shameless plug. It's my show, so I can.
You
talk
can
about
you
that,
can
right?
pub for you.
I have a brand new show called Eating LA. It's a food show.
Nice.
You know what I mean? I'm going to shoot. I'm start shooting Thursday.
Right.
You know,
Congratulations.
I'm very excited. Thank you. If we can clap it up for myself right now, I appreciate it. Sorry for the mic clap, but you know,
I'm super proud of you.
Thank you. Start my food show, man. I'm very proud of that, Badru, if I must say.
Congratulations.
Thank you, my good brother. You know, and with food shows and YouTube and television and all that, I'm pretty sure there's some good business that me and you will be talking about. As far as branding and marketing and things. Shout out to Tiffany, that's my nigga, you know, and they doing her thing, man. Tiffany was the one to shout out to Tiffany. She told me about the West Egg in Atlanta, where I went to get that brown sugar bacon that time and that pimento cheese
Ooh,
omelet
yes,
down from the
bacon.
West Egg down in Atlanta.
God.
Yeah. She told me to go down to West Egg.
Did you hear that bacon? That brown sugar
Brown
bacon?
sugar bacon.
Alright,
He
come
makes
on
some back.
now.
And pimento cheese
said bacon.
omelet that I had was very, very, very beneficial to me that day in Atlanta. Shout out to Tiff, man. She's an amazing, super dope
Pimento
woman.
cheese
And Tiffany was one of the first girls I had on when I had Amazing Woman Wednesdays. I used to do Amazing Woman Wednesdays on Instagram. And I used to just put
Right.
women who do dope ass shit. I had Issa Rae up there before the show.
Nice.
I had Issa Rae up there. I had Devi Dev up there. And I had Tiffany up there also. And Joy. You know, I had the women up there, Amazing Women Wednesdays, man. But yeah, so I'm doing amazing things, man. And I'm also still doing the music thing. So we'll talk about that. You know,
Of course.
I definitely just finished my album with my man EP.
Yes,
Working on another project.
congratulations.
Thank you. You guys will hear about that later. My project is called God and Guns.
It's amazing.
It's super fucking dope.
Yes, it is. I've heard some.
Oh, it's super dope, man. I'm just can't wait to drop these themes on y'all. But I had to come to, I had to shut down my last show. Like I said it before, for all who missed it, I had to shut down the last show because there was a lot going on in my life personally and in office. You know, I know I like to make it sound professional. It wasn't my office, but it was in office. And I had to change up some things, man. I had to revamp, get my shit together. I got with some dudes. And it was crazy. I talked about how it's crazy how it's like the 6 degrees of separation type thing where I said I didn't know, I knew Badru, but didn't know Badru. You know what I mean? My ex-lady is one of his best friends.
Nice.
And my homies I went to school with, been knowing this nigga forever.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? I seen Merce again. I just seen Merce at an event right after we talked about him.
Okay.
He was with his wife, and we talked about. Well, I talked about I just seen you. He was like, oh, man, tell the nigga I said what's up.
Yeah.
See, but Jay Worthy had an album release party. I seen him at Jay Worthy album release party.
Yeah.
We had just talked about him. I seen the nigga.
Which we live streamed Jay Worthy and Alchemist album. Shout out to them.
Oh, super dope. Yeah, definitely shout out to that. Fantasy Island, man. Shout out to
I
them.
just talked to before I came here. The girl who did your logo. That's my little homie.
Coy.
Yeah.
My nigga. See, look.
Full circle.
Yeah. Full circle. That's Terrence Martin Baby Moms, who, for people who don't know, another creative, another brother of mine, you know.
I knew her before. I met her. She jumped out like on the corner, like we was on the corner of Project Blow, Lemur. She had pajamas on with like 5 lesbians. And they was like, what's cracking over here? I was like,
What?
Pajamas and 5 lesbians. Is that the name of the next album?
the one was Madam Brown.
You stupid.
And she was Madam Brown at that time.
Hey, dog.
We was embracing it. We like,
Hey, what?
you know how that is. You pull up to a block.
Pajamas and 5 lesbians.
That's hilarious.
So we've been cool ever since.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, she did my logo, man. That's super dope, man. But I talked about how it's just meant to be, man. All these people close knit, tight knit, and these are good people, creators.
Yes.
Taryn, my man, Basic. That's my nigga. Another creative. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, I forgot about that too.
That's me and Basic and Merce.
Yeah.
You can't.
So you know, it just made sense, man. Poly Rob, same thing. I've been doing for some time now. He worked with a lot of people that I fuck with, and if we finally hooked up, and thanks to Gina J, you know what I mean. We finally hooked up, and we doing this thing now, man. Brought the cookout over here to battle after the revamp, the redesign, the new and
cookout. Improved.
Yeah. Brought it over here, and it just made sense because I'm a crazy, and I think they crazy. So the show is gonna get crazier and crazier. We talked about fucking with good girls. And good girls should be sluts sometimes, right? We talked about we talked about all kinds of things. I talked about the Golden State Warriors and LeBron not having no killer instinct. He's soft when it comes to under 5 minutes and getting in that paint and the finisher.
I heard you guys talking about LeBron. You know what? Can I just say my one LeBron thing?
Please.
I'll keep it brief. I just said it on my Facebook too, which is like I don't judge him for the team building shit.
Right.
That's a thing.
That's definitely a thing. Before him too.
Yeah. He brought the hate to it, so it was like that brought the fan, the attention to it. I don't blame him for it. Definitely, if you look at him for all this like off court shit, he be on point. You know what I mean?
Right.
And in the game, he do ball. Even though I'm a Laker fan, and they pitted him against Kobe when he wasn't on Kobe level at the time.
Right.
So I never was with that. But when I look at him and be like, where he fucked up, if I could tell LeBron James where he fucked up, but. Being that you came straight out of high school into the league, you didn't go to college. You so busy thinking that you and a gang of other players can make it happen, you never put yourself with a good coach. Jordan, Kobe, like think of everybody had a coach that at one point the game get out of the players' hands.
Yeah.
There's another dude who ain't playing who's helping them.
Definitely.
And if you playing again, you've been able to son every coach you ever had. From Spoelstra to Mike Brown to the you fucked up with probably the Russian dude because he didn't have a chance to really adjust and like be what he was in the other league.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But challenging you out of here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so man, you a good player. You should have got with a good coach. You see what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Like, and that I think at the times when like this game that you lost because y'all paced it wrong and you out there trying to do everything from the outside.
Right. Which is crazy.
You deferring at the most important fucking time.
Right.
The coach gonna be over you. He's gonna be like, yo, you ever seen a superstar sit on the bench?
Right.
We got a whole team of niggas that was number one at something when they was somewhere. Like, you listening to me now. Yeah. Shoot the shit. Before you be embarrassed and your sponsorships be on the line.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? But he never put nobody in a position. You never had. That's just like niggas in the hood who don't have no OG.
Right.
Nobody over you.
I hear reckless. Yeah,
you ain't never gonna win like that.
Right. I hear reckless.
Yeah. So that's my Bron.
Let me ask you this though, if real quick. It's okay. LeBron. So I'm looking at two situations, right? I got what I think, but I want to know what you think about LeBron taking the Infinity deal. Now he had the Nike deal coming in the league, right? Him taking the Infinity deal. I don't know if you know about the Infinity deal, Melissa.
What is that?
He signed with Nike for forever, right? So that's that is, right? So he took an Infinity deal. Now LeVar Ball we have that situation. LeVar Ball is the pops. His son is the next, supposedly, hopefully, going to be the next star in the NBA.
Okay.
And what he did was he had his own shoes made for the Baller brand. Is their company that they own.
Okay.
Shout out 3B.
Shout out 3B. It's Big Baller brand. They didn't want to sign with or partner. They want to partner, right? But they didn't want to sign with Nike or no big time company,
right?
Because they just want to sign them as like an employee, kind of like big homies. He like, no, nigga, we are the brand,
right?
So either partner or we'll get this off ourselves,
right?
Right. Which I thought that was very empowering, and I'm like, shit, do your motherfucking thing,
right?
You know what I mean? You should. If you know your son's shit gonna sell and you can own
if
it,
you're that confident in your brand like that, if you're that confident in your product, then yes, by all means.
He wants to be the Chance the Rapper of the new shoe shit, right?
Exactly.
So I'm like, in the midst of that, I'm like, damn, because when I heard about the Infinity deal with LeBron, I'm like, that nigga took an Infinity deal. I'm like, why would you be they boy forever? Like forever. Why would you do that? Like, you already have a Nike deal. Look, these niggas will be tripping out as Chance the Rapper is showing niggas what we, as Indies and me and Diamond Lane Pride, we've been talking about. Do it yourself.
Right.
And we don't even put up the numbers that Chance do.
Right.
Right? But in Chance the Rapper now, he's making niggas look crazy. He talking about the labels. He been out here very successful, got Grammys and shit. And like, he's like, yeah, fuck the majors. Period. Right? And then you got a nigga like LeBron. We're in the era of independence.
Right.
Right? And why would you restructure your deal to be infinity?
But
and he's already LeBron.
Right.
Like, you put all your niggas in place and power. All them niggas rich. They all around you. They all grew up with you, which is some real nigga shit to do, right? Why in the fuck would you take an infinity deal? That was just crazy to me.
But like, how much is this? Like how high is this number for you to say that this is gonna be for life? Like,
it's a whole lot.
I mean,
it's a lot, but still, like, he's already LeBron.
I mean, exactly. So it's not like it was going to be difficult for you to get.
You could have did anything. He could have,
right.
If he was thinking like LeVar Ball, he could have made his own shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like now niggas ain't thinking like that. You know what I mean? But like, they calling him crazy. They talk about the dad. He crazy because he bragging and shit and talking this shit. But I'm like, nigga, and
is it? But is it selling though? The 3B, is it selling?
Well, it ain't out yet. But he did put it already.
He's selling some.
Oh, I
he got numbers.
Pre-sale. Oh,
yeah,
he got
pre-sale. The pre-sale.
Oh, he got pre-sale numbers. He definitely got pre-sale numbers.
Okay.
And they like 400 something, right?
Yeah, like for like
the shoes are like
Shoes
something.
like 400 something.
The flip flops is 275 or something like that.
Right, but the shoe.
That's like Jordan's status. Like,
yeah, and Jordan don't own his shit.
Right.
So
well, that's true.
Really, what are we talking about here? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
Jordan don't even own his shit.
Right.
So
that's true.
You got to think, how much Nike makes? If you could say, how much Nike makes off of Jordan?
Oh my God!
Like you know what I mean? Right. Like, Jordan probably get what off of that?
I was gonna say, what's the better question is, what does Jordan take home? Nike get all the dollars.
They get all the dollars. He get, don't get me wrong, he get as a broke nigga like me, right. I would be rich. Like, you know what I mean? But
right.
what you would get if you sold your own shit,
right?
Nigga, you know what I mean? So I don't know. I just thought about that, man. Like, I don't know. That Infinity deal sound a lot to a lot of niggas, but why would you do that? It's like LL after his 10 album contract, he go sign back with Def Jam again for 20 more albums.
Right.
How would you do that?
Right.
Well, see, LeBron hasn't
you
even had the
put a
time.
limit on your brand.
Yeah.
Dog.
But see, I was gonna say he hasn't had the time to make that mistake to lock himself in for an extended period of time.
They made sure they got you. They made sure you can't do nothing. Infinity means forever. It means like after basketball, nigga. Whatever you do, nigga, Nike shit. The Adidas can't come in with you. No deal. Nobody can do nothing else.
And that's crazy because
that
Adidas are hot right now. Like, Adidas is everything. Like, everybody is going back into that whole retro vibe. So you might want to throw your name on that.
But Nike is, that's the thing though.
You got to do what's hot right now.
The point is, why would you still do that? Like, why would you LeBron already at this point? LeVar Ball is showing niggas like, hold up. Chance the Rapper is showing niggas like, hold up, like, nigga, you can get out here and I just got 3 Grammys on an indie. Mm-hmm. Like, that really happened.
But I do gotta say that indie niggas been doing that for a minute before Chance, and indie niggas got Grammys too.
Mm-hmm. But not for the albums. For the albums?
Yeah.
You got writers and shit, right? For the albums, they got Grammys.
Yeah, I think Foreign Exchange got a Grammy with the homie Elzai.
I got that right. Fonte.
Yeah, and then song Grammys, like the homegirl Medusa got a Grammy for that one with Pac.
No, I know songs and shit like that.
Yeah, and shit like that.
You know, it's just to show the level of is that foreign exchange. My bad, it's different from hip hop. Now, independent across the board, it could be independent country nigga somewhere balling the fuck out, right? I mean, I was talking about like rapper nigga. Like that. And I know Fontaine rapping. Fontaine rapping.
Yeah.
Right,
I mean,
right.
but I think it is. I think it might be. I got to think about that.
I'll take
No,
the contact.
You'll get out. Okay.
That's a good answer.
get out,
No.
You weren't here last time.
Oh, you smoke? You smoked?
I'm gonna say the good girl says no, but Melissa says yes.
The good girl. Look. But you like, yo, the good girl shit.
You know how much shit we done to good girls?
Oh my god.
Starts out, well, I don't usually.
Whip it out. Look,
That's
rub it
like
down. Look, right back.
the preface.
Right back dirty. Rip it out.
The
Rub it no
preface
doubt.
to everything that you know that you done did 1,000 times. Yeah, no, I don't use those cliche terms like that, sir. Yeah,
What, the good girl thing?
Yeah, no, yeah, I don't live by that. I
Only
don't.
thing
I'm
I
not.
learned about good girls and their vagina, if you try to talk them out of it, that's what they're waiting for, and you're gonna lose.
What, to talk them out of that
Yeah.
can?
They want to have a long, drawn-out conversation about why they shouldn't do it. The nigga who fuck them is just gonna fuck them.
Yeah.
You're
Happy to
gonna
me.
just stare
I
at
will
'em.
say for somebody to just be like, I'm gonna fuck you, like I'll be like the right one. I'll be like, okay, you're not wrong.
That's even a lot of words. It's just like
A lot of words.
if you stare at a good girl too long, she gonna her imagination start going, and you're gonna fuck.
But y'all gotta take it to consideration.
Nigga try anything at this point.
But you gotta take you. I think what some guys don't take into consideration, and what you also have to realize, and there's some people who can just fuck anybody, yes, but also take into consideration, is that person attracted to you? If I'm attracted to you, no, I'm not gonna stop myself. If my vibe is with you like that, and like I want to fuck you, then yes, okay, then I'm gonna be moved to do that. But you can't just throw some dick at me and say like, oh, bitch, you ain't fucking, you ain't shit. Like, no, I don't want to fuck you. I don't want to fuck you right now. Like, I'm not feeling you like that right now. But like you're saying, the right nigga that will come along and be like, I'm gonna fuck you, and then you be looking at him and you say, yeah, you are gonna fuck me.
Let me ask both of y'all. Like I said, I came up a little wild, you know what I mean? But is there a line drawn when it comes to fucking friends? I understand. We're not talking about friends. We know the friends that you won't fuck. We got that, right?
Right.
We got our play brothers and sisters and best friends and certain best friends, certain kind of best friends, right?
Right.
But you know, but friends are friends. We do have friends that are girls. I know you got friends that are girls, and we got friends that are guys, right?
I have a lot of new guy friends now. Thanks, guys. Thanks.
That's funny because I got a rule with that, and
Okay.
I've been saying it for years. First of all, I grew up around a ton of women, and I always had a good vibe with like really beautiful women. You know what I mean? Because really, really beautiful women are like really fat women. It's the same thinking. You know what I mean? You walk into a room, you think everybody looking at you or talking about you, and ain't nobody tripping. You know what I mean?
First of all, I love this analogy. That's hilarious, and it makes a lot of sense in the world. I'm not even mad at that.
But like that's not.
But so
Go ahead.
Women are like fat women. That's killer.
yeah, and they all just
That
want to
could
be
be a headline or
fed.
something, right.
Nobody want to be fed more than a big girl or a bitch thinks she's super fine.
What?
You gonna take me to eat? You know what I mean? And they all think
Everybody
everybody
just
talking
be
to her.
hungry, nigga. I can cook though. Like I'll cook for
We ain't
you.
we're not saying that.
Oh, okay. I'm just
No.
saying I'll make a meal.
But so when
Jesus.
when I deal with a friend who's a female, I just got to be clear. Like, I'm not trying to fuck you just because you're a female,
Right.
or just because you fine.
Right.
That's not what it is. But I'm not the gay homie.
Right.
Yeah, right.
It could go wrong.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Like,
You can get
it could go left. You know what I mean?
Right.
Now, I pride myself on not going there with my, you know what I mean, with my really close friends, because you
Right.
really just can't fuck them all, man. When you get to a certain age, you're like, man, I don't want to have fucked every woman I know.
No,
You feel what I'm saying? That's not related to me. You know what I mean? So it's good to have them other friendships, but at no time am I like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to, and I'm trying not to.
Right.
You know what I mean? And at the same time, it's not impossible.
Right.
I ain't that nigga
right.
in your life where it's impossible.
Right.
Oh, bad? No. And you can get that same word. Oh, bad? Neither one of us want to hear that. So, you feel what I'm saying? Like, so, when it comes to that, I'm not trying to, I always been a dude who, I promote events.
Yeah.
Man, they for y'all. I'm inviting them. They might have an initial thing for me, but it's more niggas like this where I'm inviting them. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and I would never fuck with a female who my people know.
Right.
I just, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, you part of what I do, and when I stop doing that, you gotta go.
Yeah.
Right.
Everything that's with that, go.
Right.
Right.
You know how it is,
Yeah.
just like a block or anything else. Like, nah.
Yeah.
I think
You
that's
too much of that.
Yeah, right.
You feel what I'm saying? So
Real
a
shit.
couple of friends, I just keep my friends outside of that and my little fuck buddies outside
Yeah.
of that. But no, not the gay homie, never.
But I think that's the other thing is like you don't want to be the girl. Like I know girls, right? Who they done all fuck the same dudes. They done all ran in the same circle. They done all been with the same friends. Like they're all and then swapped everything with each other. And like they be okay with that shit. And they be on the low talking about like, oh, like she don't know that I fucked him at this time. But like literally when I look back, I'm like all three of y'all done fucked this one nigga and y'all are all friends and like to me, I'm just like that's a lot. Like
Let me. Okay, I'm glad you talked about that. Let me
That's
ask.
a lot.
Let me ask both of y'all this. And I don't know. I always tripped off this. Not really tripped. I just want to know the both sides thinking to it. Right. So, okay, my thing is this. Right. My dick never got hard for a girl I didn't want to fuck. Right.
Okay.
It just don't happen.
Right.
Deep inside of me, if I don't want to do nothing's popping.
right.
For me, nothing's popping.
Right.
So I always had this thing about girls when it comes to certain type of niggas.
Yes.
Right. Because usually, if you meet niggas in packs, right, usually majority of them niggas probably want to fuck.
Yes.
Right.
Always.
And majority of niggas might try.
Yes.
And you may pick one, right, to fuck, whatever.
Okay.
So now. Is it now for you? It may be a little different, obviously, right? But let me ask both of y'all. You know how it's a situation where a girl maybe wants to fuck somebody else. Mm-hmm. She may have fuck bad, but she looking at it probably like shit. I mean, I kind of want to do.
You wanted to do him
but
anyway?
now she have these unrealistic rules put up about why she can't do that. Right now, y'all probably don't give a shit. It might be one of them kind of chicks, right? You like, nigga, I don't give a fuck. I don't give. You know what I mean? But to her, that's not the rule. You can't fuck two.
But they say you don't smash the homie. Like you just don't spread yourself thin like that amongst a group of niggas.
So that's what I'm saying. So why? That's what I'm saying. Why?
Because then essentially you'll just be seen as what is the thought of that whole over there? Like,
so it's about what you. It's about what.
It's the perception. If you're not that person or you don't want to be seen as that person, you tend to not act in those ways. Exactly.
But now if you did it or
but if you did it, then you need to be okay whatever comes with that shit. I don't do it. I don't do it and then regret it.
Right.
I don't regret anything that I have done, right? Because at least I fucking did it. If it didn't turn out right, then oh the fuck well, right? But if I decide to fuck you and then I'm be like, ooh, but for real though, like you was all right, but I kind of want to fuck this. If that was my choice, then I stand by that shit. Like it is what it is.
But you say that and you like haven't made them hard choices where them is
because
what it
you
is.
know
It's
what?
backbreakers.
And I'm gonna say it like
is
this.
What it is. It's another bitch shaking it off like if you don't get out of my cell. If you don't get out of my cell before I kill you.
Let me tell you something.
Let me tell you, I was just talking to my friend. I'm not gonna put her name out there, and I'm like, she was on the phone with her stripper homegirl. I've known this girl for years. You know, tell you, years. I'm good. And I'm like, you ever strip? She like, yeah. I'm like, okay. You done porn? She like, yeah. Yeah. I'm like, I've been knowing this motherfucker for 6 years.
And you didn't know?
Nah, I mean, it wasn't.
But
it didn't shock me.
I was gonna say, what did that change your perception in any way? Did you feel like, how come I didn't hit it yet? Like, is that what your first thought was?
No, because the distribution of your video don't make me judge you more than
I was talking about
all
the distribution
bitches got
of
a
her
video.
pussy, not the distribution of her video.
All of y'all got a video that some dude done took of y'all or you done sent to dude. It's just the distribution is a different level.
Right.
I know she didn't argue that.
What that about? Look, I'm not here to argue, but if you ask me, I'm gonna say no, not yet.
Okay, but when he said, "Oh, she didn't argue," usually I thought she was.
Why you think?
saying,
See you.
Wait, did we lose your question? What?
You didn't. He was talking about spreading it thin amongst the homies, and you were saying that if that's what you want. All I'm saying is
if that's what you want to do.
If that's what you want to do,
your pussy got wet. How
and
your
that's
pussy get wet for me, and you are telling me you don't want to fuck.
But that's.
You know
but I was
down
just.
there? Like,
but
obviously you want to do something.
But look, that's what I was
just do that, right? You know what I'm saying?
It doesn't, and that's what I was just about to say.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, isn't it like?
No. That's
we've been around situations like there's so many possibilities, dude. Like sometimes the wrong nigga fuck first.
Right.
Yeah.
Sometimes she like settle down with the other nigga.
Right.
Right.
You ever had
It's
that?
true.
And you like,
But
and then as a real dude, sometimes you look and be like, nigga, that was your girl.
Yeah.
Y'all really?
Yeah,
Y'all
really.
did
That was
that.
the one for you.
Real shit.
Right.
I fuck around and fucked her first
Right.
because I just fucked. But if
Right.
it wasn't for me fucking her, she would never been around.
She
You
was still, but yeah.
know what I mean?
Right.
So
But-
really, how wrong is it?
Right.
And nobody said it's wrong if that's your choice, but like you just said, it made a very valid point that your dick don't get hard for somebody that you don't want to fuck. Well, my pussy's not gonna get wet from some nigga I don't want to fuck
But that's
either. So
him.
you can't. Okay, and that's me. Like
Because I
she's
definitely.
she not
No,
gonna
that's,
move.
that's what I said for me.
Yes.
So you never gave out no obligation dick.
No, what you
Ooh.
mean?
Like, man, I'm gonna go ahead and fuck real quick.
Obligatory
Like,
sex.
No. If I say I'm gonna fuck real quick, I want to fuck.
Right.
See, what I mean by want to fuck was, it don't mean I could have never thought about you ever in life, right? But when it got down to the situation, we ended up being somewhere by ourselves or whatever the case, nigga, everything popping down here, it's finna pop. It happened. And I done
Right.
I done been out late nights with some of the craziest looking shit on the low before because I done made the decision like, yeah, tonight is the night,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But I've got to the point too where I was by myself with certain chicks and ain't nothing popping. Like
Right.
no,
Yeah.
never in life,
Yeah.
nope,
Yeah.
Not gonna
not gonna happen.
happen.
Yeah.
Period. Like
Yeah.
now on some last minute late night shit, we chilling. Me and Melissa chilling. We doing music, whatever. My voice being as melodious as it is turns her on.
Ooh,
right?
and
then
shouldn't
she
it be
like, you know
mine?
what, Luck? You look kind of good. The way your shirt is fitting. And I'm like, you know what, baby? I've been looking at you. I like your feet and the way you put it together. I think we should have sex right now. You like, you know what? You big nigga, come over here, big daddy. You know. So and then that happens. Like that's usually.
I mean,
that
wait.
exact story happened.
But
like
you
7
ain't
times.
never thought about that before. You just said like
Let me tell you.
some real
Let me
specific
tell
shit
you.
for me.
Let me tell you.
Yes.
The level of tickled you are right now. The next time you get there, go on and fuck the nigga.
What?
That's where it starts.
But listen, you know what? It's really
I'm about to stand up right now, nigga. Right?
That's where it starts.
if you know what, like if you look into my eyes one more time.
You a fool.
You know when you get that.
But look though,
like-
Man, you-
like
As soon as you say that one that you knew it wasn't as funny as she laughing. You like,
shit was
okay,
funny
good,
to me.
great.
shit was funny.
Can I get my hey my man?
Nigga, it's time
One
to go.
more.
It's time to go.
We out.
One more.
And look, it's all about time, opportunity, right? Like the right time, meaning the right opportunity under the circumstances. All I'm saying thus far, have I met those circumstances?
Yeah.
No, I have not. Will I turn them down if I meet them? If the shit feels right, it just feels right. Go with it. Like if only if it doesn't feel right that I won't do it. It just so happens that.
What
and you-
about stuff that don't feel right in the beginning?
like what? Like what?
Man, I done been some places.
I'm like,
And
shit,
be
like
like, oh, I'm about to
educate
hit
me.
this,
Like
but this
what
ain't
don't
right.
feel right. Listen, some things.
But this ain't right.
Some things don't feel right, but they feel good, right? And if shit feels good, I feel like that's one thing. But if something doesn't feel good, like if it doesn't feel good to me, I don't want it. Like
Yeah.
if she's not moved by it, then I can't make her do it. And I've had obligatory sex, so please believe, like I know the difference between we talk about the ushering in and mine being a little bit different. That shit was very much obligatory, and it was not the business, which is why now my mindset is a little bit different. But again, once you get there, it's like it's very freeing. Like
Yeah.
I'm very free. I'm very open. I take direction very well. So
Okay.
yeah, I'm always happy
dig
to
that.
learn new things. Like I am teachable, right? I'm very open and receptive because you want somebody again that's been with everybody. They think they know everything, and you might not like the way that they think
No,
they know
that's real.
everything,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
it might be I'm the type of person that's so open minded. Like I don't like we talking about cooking and stuff. Like I don't like seafood, but nigga, I'll make you crab cakes, and I will learn how to make crab cakes because that's what
Right.
you want.
Right.
So it's the same thing in the bedroom.
Are you
How
allergic or you just don't like it?
I just don't like it.
You don't like all seafood?
No, I love shrimp and like
Okay,
some
okay,
type of fish,
okay.
like some catfish or whatever,
I dig
like
it.
here and there. But it doesn't matter if I don't like it. If you like it, I want to give you what you like. So why not in the bedroom? I want to give you what you like. So if you want me to do something, if you want me whatever position, whatever it is that you fucking want, all you got to do is tell me, show me once, and I believe me.
What seafood don't you like?
What seafood don't I like? I only like shrimp.
So you don't like no other kind of fish?
I like tilapia, which I've recently learned was not even real fish. So there's
yeah.
that. I'm like
You more like
catfish,
the nigga fish.
like black and like blackened catfish and like fried catfish and stuff. Like I like
But
that.
you don't like
I don't like salmon.
calamari. You don't like
Oh,
salmon? Okay.
and calamari is too rubbery.
Okay,
Like
okay.
you just sitting there chewing for what?
You like
No.
crab legs?
Yes,
Ah,
I
you
do.
like lobster?
Yes, not so much.
I'm about to say we're about to cover a lot of seafood that you
Not,
like.
not
We
so.
get-
No,
I'm thinking
no,
about-
not so much. It really is like I will eat crab. It has to be
Right.
real crab. I will
Okay.
eat crab legs, but really shrimp crab legs, but not for real, for real. Like, I won't ever order them.
You acting like a publicist.
Oh, ooh, stop your legs. I'm just telling you, I don't, it's a lot of seafood I'm just not a fan of. And that fishy salmon and shit, like, I don't like,
But you just named a lot of fishes that you,
Yeah, but-
you like sushi?
No, I hate it.
Okay.
I said, only thing that I said that I would eat fish-wise is catfish. What did I say outside of catfish? Nothing.
You ever had
You
sea
went
bass?
for the ghettoest ones. You said catfish and
Catfish.
Nigga,
Well,
Muslim.
nigga, I grew up
Fuck with
in.
no Muslims.
Nigga
I
fish.
go, well, nigga, well, I can't fuck with
Between your
Muslims,
pork
but
and
listen,
your
my
catfish,
bacon,
that's a couple
listen,
good
my
ones you
affinity
can't
for
get.
bacon. When I tell you that I don't care, we could be the most vibinest group, like we could just be so damn near in love, nigga.
Like
You
you
tell
with
me,
bacon?
let me tell you something. You tell me I can't have bacon, you can't have Melissa. That's how that shit works.
That's deep.
That listen, bacon is life. I'm so sorry.
You nasty.
Yeah, for some bacon, nigga. Oh, and make me bacon, nigga. Yes, give me some bacon. That's you want the key to my heart, bitch. Make me bacon. That's real shit. Bacon and whiskey. Sorry. Sorry
you
about
better
Drew.
Get it together,
I'm about to
girl.
spend his whole EBT on bacon.
Bacon is so
You got
good.
I'ma marry the wrong nigga written all
Do I
over
really? Because I want some
Kinda,
bacon?
kinda,
You
kinda.
do.
Oh,
It
because
ain't
I
just
want a
that,
bacon?
all the shit you
it's
said.
more than conversation. You know what it sometimes is?
What did I say?
No,
What
no,
did I
listen,
say?
Listen, sometimes a woman
We're not gonna let it happen.
thinks so much. She thinks so much about certain shit that sometimes it isn't that deep. Like,
Right.
like, let's take the essence of the whole entire conversation.
Okay.
If I had to now wrap it and think about it now, sometimes it ain't that deep. Sometimes things you want and how you view things and perspectives, sometimes it's just a just go with it thing.
Yes.
Sometimes life is just a let it flow thing.
Yes.
You meet the guy and it's just, all right, shit, I fell into a situation. Oh, shit, I married the nigga.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes life is that, you know,
Right.
but when people are chilly, not that you're chilly, you know, Chilly had this long list of things and she only date.
Yeah, that's unrealistic.
No, that's her reality,
Yeah.
you know, but it's, sometimes life is just go with it. Sometimes the vibe is what it is, whatever. But to me, you do seem like damn, the wrong, because you know what the wrong nigga's gonna do? He gonna focus on all the other shit
But
that you went at, and he gonna attack that.
But
other
wait,
shit.
but did you not
So-
recall? Did
all
you
the
not?
shit they want is the easiest shit to face.
But let me tell you something. Did you not catch the part earlier where I said that it's about a vibe? It's not what you. I don't have some.
get it.
I don't have a list that you need to
No, I get it,
fulfill.
I get it.
I really am just a person of like. I just want to. I just want to know you. Like I fall in love with you. I don't fall. There's no list. There's no breakdown. It's
No, I
just
get it.
how do you make me feel?
that's what I'm saying.
I just
So-
feel like Malcolm Little when he just seen his girlfriend in a bar. Remember, he was like, "Is she tricking yet?" No,
So silly.
no, but she will be any week. Shit.
There is no rule book. There's no rule book. There's no list. There's no
Right.
nothing. It's
No, I dig that.
It's when I'm around you. What do I feel like? What do I want to do when I'm with you? Like that shit. Like it's not. I will say in the past, I think mentally I was more. I would say closed minded, but I'm telling you off of my experience without divulging any more of like too much or whatever. But I have fallen for a person in my life that I never in a fucking million. Nobody would ever even think you would ever even know. It had nothing to do with the list because on paper, like that nigga was broke as fuck. But it don't matter. But who cares about how much money you have? You got money today, you won't have it tomorrow. I
Hey,
fuck
you
with
brought it up. We can bring it up.
No, but I'm saying, but you know what I mean? Like people want that's on their list, right? They want a nigga who got money. They want a nigga who I want you. What do you come with? What do you look like? What are you
that.
talking about? Like it's different.
Are you to anal?
I've never had it, but I will tell you
Best segues online.
that is a really good segue. I've
segue.
never had it, but I'm a person who says again, with the right person, nigga,
right.
you never know.
Okay.
But it's that vibe. It's that feeling.
Yeah.
Like you never.
No, that vibe, you better be right on that vibe.
You have to, but do you understand how right you gotta be? To, do you know how
Right.
right your
That's
ass
deep.
got? Nigga, like,
That's deep.
oh, we married.
Right.
Like,
That's deep.
fuck that chill shit, nigga. We is married now. Like, that is happening.
That vibe,
That's real shit.
Somebody come in? It's real shit. Need to come through?
Okay. What were you gonna say?
Oh, no, my bad. I was kind of rude to the guests, too. I was just letting somebody in the door. We let somebody come through real quick. They went to the studio.
I just said that's
Let me
marriage
tell you
material right
something.
there. Like you
Relative to that, just one. I don't even want to keep anal. Don't
Anal.
lose that.
listen right there.
So you know when like your auntie from out of town, from the islands or wherever the fuck she might be from, in town, and everybody knows she the cooker in the family, right?
Right.
like at the cookout,
Right.
But you didn't announce that because everybody know you been not like niggas over your house like that from whatever happened the last time. But everybody want that cooking,
Right.
and they just start like accidentally falling through, like hey, that's what's
what
happening
this
with
feels
your
like.
show. No, that's what's happening.
Oh.
It's not this
shit.
train station right now.
Right. Ain't never.
These people, this is not the train station. Like, oh, he doing his podcast. Oh, you don't say.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's so stupid.
Okay.
Your camera went up? Polly Rob is having technical issues with the camera. His phone died, you know.
You would have got fired from Warner Brothers for that.
Oh.
Shit. Yeah, I was right in the middle of talking about anal with Melissa. Did you close this door?
Are you going outside? Weren't you going outside?
Yeah, come on.
Weren't you going outside? He's so stupid.
But
that is what that is.
That's
There is a
hilarious.
lot. That was a lot
That's
of like,
hilarious.
activity.
they could accidentally stop him by.
Oh, that's real.
And since we got the worst producer in television,
Oh.
and online podcast world, Polly Rob, it ain't been fixed yet.
Nah, but man, hey, this is gonna be a dope ass shit, man. I already know, dog. This is the first show we talked about crazy shit. We talked about what we talking about anal sex.
I mean, all the
good
all
girls
the
should be sluts
business.
sometimes.
Good girls
right?
should be sluts sometimes.
We talked about the Golden State Warriors. And
Remember you said that.
Listen, I stand by it. I advocate for
You
it.
said that.
And if she is moved by it, then she will exercise. I don't feel like that's too much to ask for. Can I at least want to do it? Like,
look,
I just want to do it.
Look, as I'm saying, take what you rolling with and stand on it. What
Yes.
happens is you will be tested.
On some I remember, again, I go back to dirty dick because that's all I have right now, right?
Right.
But I was tested and I went forth and the nigga's dick was dirty and therefore I could not go
See,
through
look,
with
all
it.
dick not gonna be dirty.
And you know what? And
You gonna test it. You gonna hop
and-
on one. You gonna be like, you know what?
and here we go.
Dick
Then
is
let's
now on the
go.
menu, and I'm on it.
I'm okay with that. If and when I should say that happens, and I will be here for it. I'm not one to say, I'm totally against it, and I want to wait. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying just let her be wet. Like
I dig that.
That's all I'm asking for. Can she be like she see you and be like, ooh, and then from there, okay.
Sometimes, you know, but then sometimes you want what you want.
It's almost like how do I know that's what I want if she don't tell me that's what I want? See, she determines that. I don't try to force her.
No, I'm not trying. I can't force you to tell your body that you should sexually want something.
Right.
I'm saying your body will let you know,
And she does.
or somebody who cold enough, or convince you that you are.
There we have it.
Oh.
See, yeah.
You can convince me that I am.
Totally.
Okay, but in the convincing of me, did that psychologically tap into?
that's
and then so be, and then I say, and then so be it. Like who am I to deny her?
If you're not hating on yourself with having one of these old judgmental points, then there's something that could be said to every woman for her to go home that day. I can't say what it is for you, but it's something that's
What is it for me?
Beetlejuice, and you just
Beetlejuice.
Right.
what?
Bacon. No, that ain't working.
You know what?
Stupid.
Niggas start shout out random things.
I might have hella bottles of whiskey and bacon. Just shit is gonna be at the packs
Like
and shit.
random
Like,
shit.
you know what? Okay.
And that's real.
Show up at the studio, everybody bringing fucking bacon down to local astronauts. Like,
I'm just
nigga.
saying, it's a place.
It's real.
Every time, what that thing may be may rotate depending on where you at. But everywhere you at and wherever you doing, in the store, in the bar, if somebody can come in there and say whatever for that moment, get in them drugs.
Yeah.
I believe that.
And let me know what I'm gonna tell you, and yay for them. Like, like
You let
I'm
it
not.
happen, yay for you.
No, I mean yes, but I'm saying no, but I'm saying yay for them because you're that like. I'm here for that. It's just it's not a matter of like it's not my mind telling me not like I'm past the time of my mind telling me not to do something.
Right.
That was before I had sex. Let me say it like that. My mind would tell me no, don't do this. It's not right or whatever. But then I had sex and shit was whack. And then I got good sex.
Have your mind ever been telling you no?
No,
And but your body says yes.
has my mind said no and my body said yes? Yes.
Okay.
Oh God, yes.
Okay.
That was recent. My mind was like, "Ooh, but you can't right now. Like, you might need to wait 2.5 seconds."
You know. Sometimes it's gonna sound harsh, but the way I say, I don't really know how to. I don't know layman terms for this. So, one day you should go out and just be like, you know what? you should probably just find a cool dude. He might be around. I don't know. Whoever think is cool, he's cool or whatever. And what'll break the process of it, just suck some dick one time. Like, because
we haven't even talked about sucking dick like in this conversation. We've been talking about.
I thought it was a circle tree.
We're assuming you're a real one.
Yeah, I mean, listen again.
Circle tree, circle of trust.
I'm so here for the circle of trust.
I want to say we assuming you're a real one. We're not gonna ask you. If you
No, you don't have to ask me if I suck dick. I mean,
you know what I do? You know what I do? I tend to go all the way.
Okay, you
and
did.
Then I'll meet whoever back.
You did.
Somewhere.
You did.
Because like I said, I'm wild. I'll be thinking straight shit.
It's
whatever.
fine.
You notice none of this have to do with me.
It doesn't.
That's why it's crazy. So I'll throw something out there way far. And I'll be like, oh, she's back here, so let me back it up.
Right.
And then I'll meet you there. But I'll go there first.
Right.
Because if you meet me there, then I'm like, okay, we're here. This is where we're at.
I mean,
Cool.
you drove, but you was driving though.
Hey, I'm glad you understand that. Glad you got that.
Very
Hey,
much.
how you doing?
That's very much the case.
Right. So I'll throw that far. So really, it's not about the sucking dick part. I just want to say it and see your reaction to it. That's pretty much what that was.
That's the random dick sucking though.
No, I don't mean random nigga. I mean just sometimes you see the guy you want to actually suck dick for real, and you just be like, you know what? You can just have your business.
See, I feel like I don't know, like
I might cut off or something. Cut off. Yeah, cut off.
Oh, your headphones came out. I feel like when it comes, I mean that. I guess like sexually speaking, like when you know, having intercourse or whatever is kind of one thing or whatever, but like putting your raw dick in my mouth, like that's a whole. I feel like I really might need to actually know.
Wait, so you don't suck dick with you don't suck dick with a condom on?
Let me tell you what I just said. Don't listen. Listen to what I just said. To a stranger. And we talked about having sex and how important it was to get that condom.
Right? You know I'm not talking about strangers.
Right, but I'm saying.
None of the conversation we're talking about strangers. I'm
Okay, so you're saying me go find go find a friend.
A friend or something you're cool
Okay.
with. It might be a possibility. He might be cool. Like, you know what?
Let me just let you
cool.
suck my dick tonight. That's what you're saying. He's going to be open to the idea of me doing.
First of all,
Man.
yes, he will be open to
I
that.
mean,
But
yes, but I'm asking. Is that what you're saying?
Pick a nigga that you not that cool with. Like, that's my nigga, but I don't even really fuck with him like that. We don't got nothing in our relationship to lose.
That's interesting.
You know
Only
what?
thing now, like,
That's interesting.
come on, nigga, I sucked your dick. Back up.
That's interesting. He said that's actually better.
Because you don't want to ruin nothing that's real.
Right.
Like, I don't really get along with you like that. I'm not saying me, but I'm saying, like, I would be a candidate.
Oh, you tried it.
We don't have nothing to lose.
Badru, you love me. Like, what are you talking about? So now I ain't shit. Now our relationship has been diminished because the idea of me.
I could love you more.
You could, right? Oh, that's fucked up.
I'm just saying.
That's real ugly.
Wait.
That's real fucked up.
If he love you more?
No. That see, you
Man.
missed what he just said.
No, I got it. I pretty much picked it up.
So done with you. But see, look, I thought you loved me. Like I thought.
No, I actually do love you.
I thought you. Yeah. No.
Very special place to my heart.
Oh my God,
But
you know I love you so much,
understand,
too.
But understand, I come from a very dark place
I'm here for it.
called Watts. And in Watts, we came up a little different. Not all of us, but I was, look, man, I got a tattoo on my arm to say burnt since 79. Mm-hmm. I mean, I was a burnt nigga. Like, burnt since 79. That's my birthday, right? My birth year. So, I mean, a lot of fucked up shit was happening. I was seeing, doing a lot of crazy shit. Like, okay, let's switch. And then, okay, you switch. Let's go over here. Okay.
Oh.
Who got the camera? No, you're kind of cool. All right, well, fuck it. You know, like a lot of that. Like, oh, okay, hey, come here. You want to? Oh, hey, jump on my face, and then you come with the, like, you know what I mean? Like, no.
I was
spin
gonna
around.
say, like, do you have friends that you just would eat their candy
Not
and
anymore.
be
Not anymore.
But you're saying that was the time in which
that was a great pastime. But
A
there was
great-
a time. There was a time when I did some things. You know what I mean, that I'm not ashamed of, and
Right.
they were great. They were great because I'm sort of legendary
I
when
received
it comes
that.
to certain kind
to
of,
FaceTime. That was
this-
the conservative way of saying it. Yeah,
before FaceTime.
I received. No, I mean
No. Before there was FaceTime, yes,
there was this.
Yes.
You were the OG
There was this.
FaceTime.
I like to brag. I don't like to brag.
Okay, but you bragging, but go ahead.
No. It's more so.
You know your strengths.
We were just a lot. I was just a lot, and so now certain things are not as interesting, or I try to live vicariously through people. Like I
Right.
said earlier, remember, live vicariously through people who are living a certain type of life.
Right.
Right?
Badru.
Like I have this one friend, I wouldn't say his name, it's my boy. That nigga fucks all kind of bitches. My boy, he fucks all kind of bitches.
Mm-hmm.
He always sending chats, videos, and pictures and all kind of shit like that. I'm like, dude, you are crazy out here. But I'm like, yo, I live vicariously through him for
Right.
wild shit. Like, he's wild. He's one of them
Good for
niggas
him.
like, it reminds me of, damn, like, man, Prime was I fucking that many bitches? Like, it's crazy, like, that many bitches. But that's my nigga, and I just lived through him, like, through that. So now, I could be, I would be the nigga, you know who I was? I was more so this. I was the nigga that, if we're here chilling, me, you, him, whatever, then I'll eventually talk y'all to having sex. And talk y'all to let me stay and watch it. Like, because he wouldn't give a fuck. That's my nigga. He was young and dumb at one point.
Right.
So he just wants the pussy. He's not even really on me. You know, you're not paying attention to me.
Right.
I got to convince you to do it.
Right.
He's already with whatever I'm on, whatever I'm talking about.
Right.
So I just got to convince you to do it. So I end up talking y'all to that or whatever. I remember one time my boy, I'm not going to say his name. You know him. We'll talk about it off air, right? We'll talk about it off air. So I convinced this nigga to fuck this fat chick came to the house. My homegirl, she was wild at one point. And so I fucked before. And she came over and I ended up talking, you know, do the thing. I said, it's my boy, you know, whatever, y'all kick it, whatever. He ended up fucking. I sat in the hallway. No bullshit. I sat in the hallway with a glass of Cavassier like the ladies' man and my dick in the other hand and watched.
That is amazing.
It was a
That
very.
nigga said he was on some next
Congratulate, he
level
did
shit.
say you were.
It was a very
And
victorious evening.
I have affiliated with people with girls who are the same way, who have watched their friends getting eaten out, got ate out here, there. Like
Did you watch? They watch you?
no, none of that. I wasn't a part of this gang at the time that they were doing all of this.
When you said it,
stuff.
I heard. When you said I was with these girls,
No.
After that, I clicked into.
Oh, I received that. No, I'm saying I was.
Lesbian tribbing with the sisters.
I received that, and I understand that. Well, that's why your mind went there. Okay. When I say with, that means that currently, like, I would not say that I'm necessarily affiliated with, you know, so strongly. But with that being said,
my story was way better.
Your story was better, though. I'm sorry, because yours put me in the scene. You put me in that moment.
Yeah.
But no, unfortunately, I was not a part of the moment.
Yours more so Cinemax 11. 30,
probably, yeah. So
12?
yeah.
What 12?
They just told me about it. It was one of those. They told me that that's what they did, and they continued on into the current day of taking somebody home that they met at the thing. But okay, but here's this though. But this was the I can't even say it because I feel like it's just it doesn't fucking matter.
Sister, we pretty much we can say whatever on my show, right?
Well, okay, so
we just smoked weed, talked about anal things.
You know what? We did talk about anal things.
Right.
What I guess is different for you guys because the whole concept of if a girl thinks that a guy is gay, like would you still fuck him?
One of your friends thought somebody was gay and she still fucked him?
Correct.
Did he fuck?
Yes, he did.
Oh, well, he bisexual, right?
Probably.
I know dudes, what we think about that, right? But girls.
See, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Guys don't really think about that.
No,
you know, you're kind of here for it.
Gay, or there's no gray area with that.
Right, but like with girls, like there's some girls who will still fuck and entertain relationships, marry possibly. No.
Now let me ask you this. Well, you wouldn't fuck with niggas who cheat anyway, right? So it pretty much don't matter.
No, I mean obviously that's
fuck with a girl?
No.
Never.
No.
Have you?
No.
Ever wanted to?
No. Here's the thing when it comes to girls. Like I think girls are sexy as fuck, right? Like body wise,
girls.
girls.
Horny shit though. We're not talking about like.
Wait, what now?
We understand how. This is why one thing I understand about women, how women appreciate the body art of women. I got that.
Where it stops for me is your candy, your pussy. Like I don't know how you keep your shit. Right. I know how I keep mine. And if you don't, I cannot. The idea that like that does not excite me. Like when I know what it could.
What about your pussy? Like what if they want to eat your pussy?
I don't know.
I'm glad you're open to that.
That's a yes.
You see how that changed? I'm just into it.
That's a lesbian yes.
Technically, that's a lesbian yes.
I don't know. It's a lesbian yes.
I just feel like I don't know. Like I feel like I don't want to lie, so I would rather say I don't know.
That's definitely a lesbian yes.
I mean, okay.
So yeah, you're pretty much with it.
Yeah,
you let a girl do that, right?
I don't know.
Let me tell you.
It seems like your heart. You
I don't know.
Say, yeah.
I don't know. I listen. Look, the fact that
I don't know, kind of a yeah.
No.
Look, let me tell you this. There is a. Now I'm gonna use me for example.
Yes.
Right? Just for an example, right? There is no. I don't know if I would fuck you or not.
Okay.
Right. I either want to fuck you or I don't want to fuck you.
True story.
I can't be like, you know what? Melissa, I don't really know.
But you know me though, right? And you're talking about Melissa, and because Melissa and Luck know each other, you have a point of reference. It again always comes down to that right. You know what you did though, but you gave me that eye contact that we've made 30 times. I'm saying that there's you until that right person. Well, again, this is all about an individual thing. Like, yes, you know me. You could say that you're not gonna, but you ain't gonna just fuck every woman because you could,
I got
right?
That. So if I say, would you let a woman taste your
the
vag,
fruits.
your sweet sugary spot?
She is
your spot of love,
Candace.
right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, you don't know if you would let her do that.
I don't know.
When I say so look, so when I say you don't, I mean the girl I'm speaking of would be whatever your type is at the time. I don't mean like random. I'm saying like
You're basically saying I know that at the end of the day she's a girl.
If the vibe is right, would you let? Yeah. So if sometimes it's like no, with a girl's like no. But like this, sometimes with boys it's no. Sometimes no matter who the vibe is with him, this nigga personally, no matter what the vibe is, you'll never get the sex with it.
Right.
Right. So with this kind of girl, if the vibe is right, like whatever, would you let her?
Obviously, if the vibe was right, then yes.
The vibe can be right with a nigga. I don't mean sexual. Sometimes a vibe is cool. You may be deep. You may love to be around that person. You may love that person's company. You may want to be down there their best friend.
Mm-hmm.
But with a woman that wants to eat your pussy, this is her type. Like,
I see what you mean.
I mean, is it kind of like it sounds like I mean, why not? Like, why would you?
I mean, I wish I could be like a strong yes or whatever, but I stand by my I don't know. But I can't really say that. Like, I can't really.
We gotta get off air, Polly Rob. What we gotta do?
Oh,
What
that's
the
so.
fuck you talking about? We got an air ending time? What the fuck that start?
What is
You
that,
think
Polly?
bad luck motherfucking stop when shit's supposed to?
That's.
Who we got? Somebody coming on next?
I don't give a fuck about them. I mean, we do.
I mean, we kind of do though.
They not trying to. They don't give a fuck.
It's actual real thing.
Yeah. Plus,
that
I'm
we
gonna have a
do
live. I
care.
got 2 porno chicks. I'm gonna have a live demonstration.
Oh,
for,
that's amazing!
I'm fucking with you, but I'm glad you were into that. I'm so glad you were into that.
Yes, I was gonna be really
so
excited
the next
for
show,
you.
what I'm gonna do is I'm fucking with you.
Oh, you want to say you want me to come back? You want me to come back so I can learn something today? Like,
Hey, dog, I want to run over my time. We can talk. We got things to talk about.
Yeah.
I don't want to run over my time.
oh, I mean, is it time to go? Polly said we gotta go?
What's about to happen? Like, what
What's
happened?
going-
Everything, like, do people give up? What happened?
Does it like self-destruct? Is this
You
a
gotta get ready.
Inspector Gadget
What type of
combustion?
yeast infection? Answer is that. Get ready for the next what?
Get ready.
Well, I would
What's
say.
the prep for though?
Well, if I have a professional outro, which
Okay.
I don't, right?
Okay.
So, hey, that's what I want to know. So, are we gonna do this on? Hey, people, I'm gonna just let y'all into my inside workings of the local astronaut networking collective of creatives system,
Yes.
right? I'll let y'all into that right now. You get a deeper inside look at that right now. So, are we gonna do Tuesdays? Is this a thing like on Tuesday we
Is
gonna do
that
that?
a real
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm with whatever. I mean, if it changes,
Oh
sometime,
no. Yeah.
okay.
But at the same time, you know,
If we gotta go to get a phone call,
if it
we work
gotta
it out.
happen, it gotta happen.
See, people, that's why I'm over here, local astronauts, because we work things out. See how fast we work that out?
That was really
I
good.
talked about you. I said, hey, Badru, if I need another day, when we get another day, he just said, hey, man, we'll work that out.
That is so
Phone call,
lovely.
work it out, bam, bam. That's why
very
I'm here, local
sweet.
astronauts. And that's why we can talk about, when we talk about anal with Melissa, she don't even get down.
Man,
So, she don't even get down.
We need a
Talk about-
second. We do need a after hours to talk about this anal.
I
first.
mean,
No, we need you to do it and come back and let us talk
oh my
about
God, did you not? You totally missed
Or
like every part of that
Do it here.
conversation.
No, but
it. He said he'd be the one to talk you into doing it right in front of him. Damn.
no, I was just serious. But look, we gonna.
So done with this.
Hey man, look, for people who listening, man, this is my live show, my first live show. First of all, let's clap it up for that one. Clap it up for that one time, yeah. My first live show, local astronauts, man.
Good
This is
job.
the Cookout with Bad Luck, man. I have my people's Melissa in the building with me, my boy Polly Rob in the building with me, my boy Badru is definitely in the motherfucking building with me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you will see me and hear me every Tuesday. I'm not sure if we're going live every Tuesday. We can. That's cool.
I mean,
You know, I'm sure we not. Because I never went live before, so I'm kind of geeked and excited that I can just flee forward and talk this shit. You know what I'm saying?
that's so sweet.
So I'll be back, man. Hey, and the show's gonna get much crazier. When I get the video going here, I'm gonna have live demonstrations for some other shit going on. Hey, my nigga Polly Rob is good with his chef hand is unfadable. We're gonna be cooking tacos in this bitch, all kind of shit going on, man.
Yeah.
And if you ain't invited, don't come through. That's pretty much how that goes.
Oh.
Too. I know you listen to everybody.
Disclaimer?
Listening. You know what I mean? Yeah. If you ain't invited, don't even come fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? You know, 'cause we'll be in here. But check with me, man. Like I said, hey, localastronauts.com, man. Download your TuneIn apps. Get that going. Localastronauts.com for show. iTunes. Check the iTunes, man. Look up the Cookout. Search Local Astronauts. Look up that Cookout, man. And come fuck with your boy. This is Bad Luck.
Yeah.
Live on Local Astronauts. Straight like that. And we out.